Alright guys, BLM here, back, another live stream. Just realized I'm connected to the wrong internet, that's great. On my laptop, not on the PC, either way, or not on the PS5. But yeah, so, we're,
just a little while longer.
Okay,
Hold
that's
on,
the thing. Wait, she's singing this before it happens in the main story, right? This happens at the end. Whatever, who fucking cares? Yeah, we're back. Another live stream. I will say, I have been waiting for a phone call, which is the reason why I am starting a little bit late, but never got it. So I mean, maybe I'll get it. We'll see. Either way, yeah, let's continue on. We're gonna finish Detroit. What do we have? What do we have to talk about? There really isn't that much going on, right? I mean, like, the Traitors finale happened. That was really good. Good finale. We had the premiere of Challenge Australia is technically tomorrow, technically. However, the episode's already online, so it's like, I don't know how. Like, I don't get if they, like, did, like, a sneak peek airing or something, but it's online. I watched it. It was good. Again, still kind of like a mix. Like, I think it's like definitely a lot more, like, a lot of drama, a lot of hookups. Like, it does feel like old school Challenge to a degree, but it still feels like modern Challenge in terms of the dailies and all that stuff. So it's like whatever, but still good. And yeah, what else? I mean, Amazing Race. I got caught up on the review. That's something. Wait, what is this chapter? Did we start this chapter at the house? I could have sworn there was a section before that. Whatever. Rank every first week. That's already a plan.
Hello?
Oh, no, I did change that, didn't I? Originally, I was going to do first week, and I changed it to first HOH Reigns. I decided to delay first weeks. I forgot about that. But I will do ranking first weeks for Big Brother at some point.
Please,
yeah, we knew about Australian Survivor being in January. That was like
I'm Rose.
Last week, right? I think like the stream a week ago we talked about that.
I was told you could help
Sarah's
us.
a legend, yeah. Sarah's fun. Not expecting them to be in, her to be in for that long, but still, she's a fun personality. Again, I don't know who most of these people are on Challenge AU. By the way, who the fuck is Johnny? This is not the guy from Australian Survivor. He does not look like the same person, and like barely sounds like it too. It's like, I don't know. Like, this is like a radically different person. Yeah, so that's something. Brooke's fine. I mean, like, I'm not expecting it to go well. Considering she's already like being targeted, and everyone else, again, like, Marley's there. He's fine. Everyone else, I don't know. So, but again, it's a fun cat. I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's just the fucking premiere, which is only like 45 minutes, but
Okay.
I enjoyed the premiere.
I'm cold, Kara.
Busted your knee tripping over shoelaces. That sucks. Yeah, hope you feel better. Riot Eye episode. What even happened in the Riot Eye episode? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, Kim and Colleen got eliminated. Yeah, and the Jay. Yeah, what the fuck are Jay and Michelle doing? And to me, I think this like really just demonstrates like why I never thought Michelle was that good of a player. But yeah, it is funny how like, yeah, it is like Jay that has like the correct read on the game.
Come in.
Even though again, like, he just lets her take control. Traitors finale had no right to be so good. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, like, for it being like just essentially 2 rounds of like vote outs and everything. I mean, and like, I guess I was wrong because I was assuming coming into this finale that the Traitors had like auto won, like a Traitor had auto won. I didn't realize they were going to go down to final 2. That's something I didn't expect with the Traitors. Like, I thought it was going to end at like final 3 or something. Yeah, for it to end at final 2, I think that adds an interesting dynamic. And also, like, I think it's also interesting the like, we don't see it play out, obviously, but like the fact that they allow them to vote on whether or not they're going to vote someone out or they're going to just share the money at final 3, I think that's interesting. thing to see in the future, and I think that's probably their counter to like just in case the traitors, and just in case the traitors are out of the game by the time of the final three. Like if the last traitor gets voted out of final four, I guess that was their like backup for drama. That's an interesting dynamic there. Again, even though it doesn't play out here, because essentially it's a test of like, do these people think that all the traitors are gone by that point? Though with this situation where they vote out Lewis and Lewis was a faithful, there was no real, there's no like way that they actually believed that there were no traitors, but still. Friction got mixed up with Johnny's doppelganger. Again, like, this is not the fucking guy on Survivor. Like, who the fuck is this person? Oh, yeah, we do know the teams for Survivor. I didn't pay attention to what it is, though. Like, I did see it, though. It's in the promo. I remembered that it looks like Cassidy's fucked. I know that was the thing. I was thinking that. I think Cassidy's gone. Who is it? It was Cassidy, Cody... Wait, it was Cody and Jesse together. I remember that. Or maybe that's the other side. I don't remember the sides anymore. But I remember that Cody and Jesse are together. I think the other... Wait, so Noelle is on the opposite side from them, right? Wait, Cody, Jesse, Gabler, Cassidy, Owen. Okay, yeah. Oh, is it Owen? No, Owen's on the other side, because I was thinking it was Cassidy and Owen that were going to be the two boots. So I think Owen's on the other side. I think it might be... Is it Carla with them? Who would the other person... Ryan. It's Ryan. I remember it's Ryan now. Because I remember it was like four of the bigger guys. See, I think it's Ryan. So, yeah, it's like, I feel like Cassie's fucked. I think her edit supports her being booted here. I did not push the wrong right button. But, yeah, I think her edit supports her being booted here, and it just seems like naturally, like, she's kind of fucked, right? It's like, you have Cody, Jesse, obviously together. We saw in the trailer, or the preview, that, like, Cody seems to make a deal with Gabler, which, again, would fit in line with, like, potential Gabler being a goat that Cody takes to the end. And then, again, like Ryan and Cassidy together, it's like, if that's the case, then obviously they're going to probably come after each other. So, yeah, I think Cassidy's screwed. The other side, again, I think Owen is the most likely boot on the other side. Mind you, Noelle does have the vote steal. I mean, that side's completely fucked, by the way. The other side, because Noelle has the vote steal.
I'll get these
Carla has an idol. What else is there? James has the knowledge is power. And also, I don't get how, like, so I think this is going to be interesting to see, like, the order of operations of things. Where, obviously, James has the knowledge is power. Like, does he know about the steal vote? And, like, what happens if, like, so first he can just straight up steal the steal vote. And we do see, actually, I forgot about that. We did see in the trailer, right, that Noelle tells Carla about the steal vote, right? So maybe James could steal a steal vote. But even, like, beyond that, it's like, what happens if Noelle plays the steal a vote before James plays the knowledge is power? Like, would her play go through? Like, would he be able to counter it with the knowledge is power and take her vote steal? I assume not by that point, right? But it's like, you would think knowledge is power would have precedent over the vote steal. So I don't get exactly, like, the timing of all that. But either way, I think Owen's probably gone. It could be James, though. I think James is another one that is a potential boot. And Noelle is also a potential boot. But I think Noelle, the fact that we, like, saw... didn't we see, like, a clip of Noelle, them talking about voting out Noelle or something? Which, like, I don't know. I just feel like, again, Noelle could go home here. But I think, like, I feel like Owen is the bigger threat to them than Noelle. So as long as Owen doesn't have immunity, I think they'll vote out Owen. Or it could just, again, be a James blindside. I think it's probably one of the two. Who can still be ranked lower than NECA? Or it's NECA, right? Either way.
This is my son, Adam.
I don't think anybody.
I'm Rose, but you know that already.
At this point. None of the Vessi members are fundamentally going to be below her. And then you got Coke. Ryan, maybe. I guess you could argue Ryan, but still, Ryan's survived enough, I guess. I don't know. It probably is kind of close with Ryan. And then I think everyone else on the other on Baka. By the way, Baka's it's only the 3 guys left, right? Yeah, holy shit. I never actually thought about that until just now. It's just the 3 guys left on Baka. Sammy, Gabler, Owen.
So are you gonna tell me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl?
Noelle gave her vote steal to Owen before she could do it again. She could, potentially. Yeah, I guess if they are like still under the assumption that James has knowledge is power, which I think they are, right? So maybe she'll hand it off to someone. Wouldn't that be funny if she hands it off to Carla, though? Because again, that is the conversation we saw, right? Was Noelle telling Carla about this?
I had to protect her.
Like, well, she like gives it to Carla, and Carla just votes her out.
Ran away.
I understand.
Jesse's going home. I don't feel like this is I don't think this is the Jesse dude.
I don't know how to think.
I think like for Jesse to go home in a double, like in a split tribal, I just feel like
I just try to
it doesn't feel right. Like typically these split tribals, usually people that go home are like not big names.
Why are you helping us?
I guess IOY is probably the exception where Missy goes home.
My people were often made to feel their lives were worthless.
I guess Michael Yerger goes home 36, but even then that's like he was on the bottom anyway. It's not like a big vote that sends him home.
Heard you help across the border.
But what, 42 was what, Tori and Roxroy? And then 41 was Abby, who again I guess is like a big vote, but like it's also like they were on the bottom anyway. And then who's the other one? Nasir. So yeah. I don't know. Like I think Jesse's the Shan. I think he's the boot after this. I think he's probably the final 8 boot. I think that's what makes sense to me.
Can't keep hiding like this.
Where I think this will be like 2 like lesser names.
We have to get across that border.
Again, Cassidy seems to fit in perfectly with like the Tory style like of edit in terms of like level of visibility. And then again, like Owen, Noelle, James, I think any of the 3 could be on the other side. Yeah, it is funny, that Baka episode 1 was let's do an all women's alliance. Then by the end of the episode they vote out the only woman, or they vote out a woman, and now it's like all the only women from Baka have gone home from that tribe.
What's going on?
It's Mary. She just shut
Michael Yerger vote is a crazy vote. Not real. I mean, like it could have been, and like I guess it like kind of like it is, but it isn't. It's like
together.
It was like a 2-2-1. Was that what it was?
We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border.
Like it's a crazy vote on paper, but like it's actually not, because like no matter what, Michael Yerger's going home if like he has votes on the split. So it's like, oh, it could have been if Michael didn't vote. Michael voted for who was it? Was it Laurel he had to vote for? Because Kellen put 2 of her votes on Laurel, right? So if Michael voted for Laurel, then Laurel would go home. That would have been a crazy vote. Especially because like that means like, because again, this is a funny thing that like Wendell gets praised for this. Like this is like looked at as like one of Wendell's best moves, which actually wasn't even on the show, but still it's like Wendell getting Kellen and Laurel to go after each other, which to be fair works out for him. It works out for him at the final 8, which is like a major reason why Laurel sticks with him over siding with Chelsea and Kellen. And even in that vote, like we see like Kellen going for Laurel and Laurel going for Kellen, but like also like that could have easily backfired. Like really, all Michael needed to do is vote for Laurel, and Laurel goes home there, and then that's like a massive loss for Wendell. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's funny that like that gets propped up as a big move for him when it's like it almost backfired on him. Like that was so close, but okay. Planning on doing Big Brother? Yeah, I'll do that. What if at some point? The problem is just finding time for Big Brother what ifs. But yeah, what if every player was on the jury? I think that's definitely one. That's definitely a top priority.
It's too dangerous. Do you know what
happen if the police find
Thoughts on host? I think the host of Challenge AU, it's like,
Do you
I
understand?
think they're good. I think they're definitely better than like TJ, like his first time around for sure.
I won't back down this time.
I do think there's like a level of awkwardness there. Like I don't know, I feel like they're like trying to act if they're cool and that sort of thing, and that's kind of like bothering me to a degree.
Nothing.
Like just the way like they walk at the beginning of the show, like when they're walking towards the camera and everything. I don't know. It seems like kind of ridiculous, but still, I think they're a decent host. Like yeah, like I think like considering like where TJ started, like in comparison to that, I think how do you pronounce their name? Brahoni? Either way, I think they're a decent host.
Sometimes he just boils over.
Just that it makes him look like a better player than he is. To a degree, I think he's a solid player. Actually, I think the edit's like not. I mean, like I don't know, because like I think the Dwight thing was probably like partially by accident, really.
I'll go see about across the border.
But it's like still, I feel like they don't like the way they edited it didn't seem to give him that much credit for it. Like obviously it's this big surprising moment of like, oh my god, he has the idol, but like I feel like it wasn't like a moment that was like meant to like praise Jesse as a player, in a position where it definitely could have. So like I wouldn't necessarily agree that the edit is making Jesse look like a good player, because like I don't feel like the edit's actually like doing that much to praise Jesse as a player. Like I think it's fine, but it's like it's not like I don't think they're going out of their way to praise Jesse. Boot Order's the dumbest way to judge a season. I think to a degree. I think Boot Order. Okay, that just glitched out, but whatever. I think like Boot Order, as in like okay, all the women are going home first, so it's a bad season. I think that's a dumb way to disparage the season. I think like All Stars though is like a proper like say like okay, All Stars sucks because all the big names go home early. Like that's a more genuine way to say that the Boot Order is like something that harms the season. And I think the same thing with like with Winners at War, where like all the old schoolers go home early and that sort of thing. Like, I think that's a more proper way. But I think in the generality of like all the women are going home early, I think that's probably like not the same to me. Is God of War good?
There's something I need to tell you.
It's tough to talk about without spoilers.
Yeah, Luther.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm very mixed right now. I really, really like it. It's good. Like I'm like generally, yes, it's good. But I'm very conflicted on a lot of things that they're doing. And again, I can't really talk about without talking spoilers.
The police.
Because
It's the
yeah, I
police.
mean, I think there's a lot of like weird pacing things with the game that I will be doing God of War video whenever I finish
You
it.
have to open the door.
And yeah, I will be obviously I'll talk about it there, but I don't really know how to feel right now about God of War, but we'll see how I feel when I'm done with it. Is Axe the third best reality winner this year? I mean, she's good. Like, she's a very good winner for the traders. In comparison to all these other shows, like, I don't know. To be honest, I feel like SA Return of the Outcast, like, I feel like I barely remember that season at this point. Like, I was actually, like, thinking about this earlier, because I was looking at so I made the thumbnail for the reality TV, Year in Reality TV video today. I was, like, looking at SA Philippines, and SA Return of the Outcast, I was like, I have, like, very little memory of the season. I don't remember the season.
Trouble?
It's weird too because like I did an almost 3-hour video on the season, and like I just don't remember a lot of it right now. Who's winning again? I think Cassie. I think Cody is winning this season of Survivor. That's my
Easy
assumption
now.
right now.
Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of...
And yeah, I
vandals
already
in the
talked
area.
through it last
Oh,
stream,
this
but it's like
idiot
I think a lot of it's
is
just by
suspected.
deduction of like who
Do you
I
mind if
don't
ask
think
you a
is
few
winning.
questions?
And like out of the top contenders, that just leaves Cody. But also, I think there are things to like
Of
point
course.
out that like are interesting for Cody's
Getting
edit
younger.
if he were to eventually
Good
win.
evening.
Because again, like Cody's edit's like a really weird one because like he gets like I think the one like major red flag for me for Cody
Would you like a
is
cup
he
of
was
coffee?
like all over episodes 1 and 2.
Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
And then like proceeds to now kind of be like more in the background, which is like fine, but like I feel like the fact that he was like so out there in episodes 1 and 2 is like not super normal. Like I said at the time, that kind of reminds me of like Evie's edit from 41, where at the time Evie had the biggest first 2 episodes in the history of the show. Now Cody has the biggest first 2 episodes in the history of Survivor US, and like again, that's kind of weird, especially because like I feel like episode 1 wasn't 100% necessary. Like episode 2 was 100%, like that was like necessary for sure. Like I don't think there's any other way for them to edit that. But episode 1 though, I think that's the one where it's like I think they could have just like given him like a more low key introduction, but I think that's like again that's kind of where I'm like a little bit wavering. But I think everything else kind of fits with Cody. Kind of getting the like male version of like a Marianne style of edit at this point. To a degree, again, not actually Marianne, because again, Marianne was more so about like this theme of being a weirdo and wanting to show other weirdos that they can win, that sort of thing. Where like again, Cody's themes are radically different, but more so in the sense that they're like a very over the top personality that's getting a bit like watered down on the show. Forgot about Return of the Outcast until the Meryl thing. I mean, yeah, that's something you don't want to remember Return of the Outcast for.
Adam.
Oh, it's almost so brief. Yeah, I fucking love. That's something else that I would love about Cody Win too. Is I forgot if this made the video. I think it did, right?
Androids.
Is that I did say that I think Cody has the least amount of chance to win the
Anything
game,
about deviants?
and that he was on the bottom of my power ranking. So, yeah, that'll be funny.
No, I haven't seen anything.
That's for straws.
I better head
I mean,
out.
like
Don't worry
Carla,
about the
like.
coffee. Have
I
a
don't
nice
know,
evening.
Carla's edit is like kind of weird at this point because it was so perfect up until like a couple episodes ago, but I feel like now she's like
Is somebody else in the
not
house?
really being that present. What is
It's
dog?
the dog. He sleeps in
Oh,
the
okay, that's
laundry
just saying. Okay, I'm an idiot.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah, don't talk about sports,
Good evening,
sport
man.
bet stuff.
Good evening, Adam.
Why is editing watering down Cody? I mean, I think like, again, I feel like it's because he's the winner. Like that's the reason I'm thinking.
He's gone.
It's okay, Alice.
House 2 blocks
safe
away
now.
blew up. A house blew up. That's
It's Rose.
fucked. How? Well, I want to see Kim and Colleen again. I think they're fine.
Get yourselves ready.
Like I'm not like
We leave tonight.
in love with them, but like they're fine. If they come back, sure. They're not the most riveting TV, but they're not like bad either. Cody wins. You're getting living tattooed in your ass. I mean, yeah, why not? I think everyone should. But it is interesting though. Again, because like Cody's like again, despite his like actual like level of content like lowering, he's still getting credit for things. Like they're still like taking the time to say that okay, this is Cody's idea. And they did this for the last 2 episodes
Confrontation will get us nowhere.
now, where they show it as Cody's idea to get rid of Dwight.
Simon paid with his life.
Despite the fact that again, like it
Simon
ends
gave
up
his
like
life for our
in reality,
cause.
it probably
What difference
benefits
does that
Jesse to
make?
get rid of
He's a
Dwight
hero.
more than Cody,
He died for
especially
the
now that we know about the idol and
revolution
everything.
with
I don't want a revolution that's built
Yeah,
on
again,
blood.
for
And live
some
in
reason the
place.
show like decides to
Because
paint
if
it
you're
as
not
oh,
willing
this
to
is
fight
Cody's
for your
move and
freedom, maybe you
this is
don't
what he
deserve
wants.
it.
And then like this last
That's
episode
enough.
again, like he's the one that wants Janine out and he gets all the credit for that.
And now what are we gonna
Will all women be annihilated before Final 5? I mean, if so let's say Cassie goes
There are
here,
5 CyberLife stores
and then we're left with who? We're left with Carla
selling us like merchandise. We're gonna
and
attack
Noelle,
those stores
right?
and set our people free.
Attack stores?
Maybe. Yeah, if Carla's like the final like 5, final 6 boot like I'm expecting, I don't know where
We break
Noelle
into
really
5
fits into
teams,
all
one
this.
for
Like,
each store. We hack their security systems.
I don't think she's a
Simultaneously
finalist.
at 2 a.m., no
I never really
violence.
like thought of her as a Final
free
Four
our
fire
people,
making
get them
loser,
out
but I
of there
guess she
before the
like
police
could. Like, it wouldn't be out of the realm possibility, but I don't know. Like, I could definitely see it though.
This is a night our people will remember.
Finale Trish is really good. Oh, thank you for biggest party for 18 bits. What's Cody's storyline? I forgot what the actual like confessionals were, but it's essentially living. Like, he talks about his entire life philosophy in episode 1. By the way, I've not so I'm thinking I'm gonna start writing the 43 review because I got fully caught up on the Amazing Race review. I got it written, recorded, and edited up until this point. So I think I'm just gonna say fucking start the 43 review. So I'll have a more like solidified answer after I do that because I'll look over my notes and everything. But I did remember his premiere was like pretty strong with him getting all this like content about him talking about like his dead friend and how that changed his life philosophy and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm like scrolling through it. By the way, I have fucking 5 pages of notes on fucking the premiere of the season. By the way, Amazing Race review is longer than I thought it was going to be. I love how like I was saying that I thought it was going to be shorter than 32 and 33. Turns out it's longer. Who knew? Definitely didn't expect that. Again, like I don't know, like I don't know how. I mean, not much longer. Like, it's pretty much like maybe a minute or two longer up to this point, but still. And obviously, like, how long it ends up being at the end of the day is like going to come down to how much there's to talk about for the next few episodes. But I mean, there's still 4 episodes left though, so again, you would expect it to end up being longer.
It's okay.
So it's already almost 32 minutes.
There's probably even more police in the area.
I believe both of the 32 and 33 reviews were both pretty much like 41 minutes. I think they were both like seconds away from each other. Like they were like 41 minutes and like 50
The
something
store's over
seconds.
here.
So like this video would only need to be like another 10 minutes, which again, for 4 episodes, it'll probably beat that. And then also like talking about each of the teams, it'll probably beat that, but we'll see. Aside from Aubrey and David's Final 5, yeah, I agree.
That's what we are to them.
Again, like I think also like I think through running through the season, like through writing the script and everything, like there's probably actually more like interesting things going on this season than I gave it credit for. I think the I think this season's one that an issue with it to me is that I do think a lot of the big characters went home early. Is something I've noticed. Is where Asta and Nina were fine, but then you have like Rix and Rix. You have fuck. Oh my god, I'm getting his fucking name wrong. You have Tim and Rex. There we go. Fuck me. Where Rex was like this big character and he goes home really early. Then you have Rich and Dom right after that. Then you have Linton and Sharik. Like you have all these like big characters going out back to back to back, and I think now we're left with like all good teams. But like not necessarily the most riveting TV in the world. Okay, not that. Spend an hour of the review talking about the best team, Rich and Dom. I spend a decent. Actually, I don't know. I spend some, right? Like I talk about the sculpting challenge for a decent chunk. Actually, I feel like I talk about Linton and Sharik the longest. By the way, also I found it so funny. I was looking through, but when I was like writing the review, like I was like up to episode 3, and I realized, have I mentioned Aubrey and David once? To the point where like I search Aubrey and David's names, I literally only had their names in my notes like 6 times. Like outside of like just marking where their placement, like in terms of like actual notes on what they're doing, I literally only had it like their names jotted down like 6 times. So I found that funny. Actually, I have in the actual review. Actually, I guess I have them listed 12 times. at this point. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. I guess I do talk about them at the end of episode 1. But yeah, after episode 1, I don't talk about them again until the end of episode 4. But yeah, like, who the fuck are Aubrey and David? How'd they get on? I'm too sure they were alternates, right? But still.
We're gonna sweep the plaza. Make sure we're not disturbed.
And how do you want to deal with the shot?
Did I see Janine's Word Association?
No,
I
one
did,
pop
but I
at a
didn't
time.
get
Okay,
anything
no,
out
what's
of it, I
next?
didn't feel like. Outside of, like, she seemed to be upset at Sammy, right? That was the thing. Which, again, kind of fits in with, like, Sammy being a losing finalist. And I think she was, like, very pro-Jesse, which is interesting. But I don't think... I think that might stem from, like, Jesse getting voted out, and then they, like, bond at Ponderosa, and, like, he, like, reveals everything about his idol, about the idol and all that stuff at Ponderosa, more so than he ends up winning. What's the finale format of the traitors? Well, I mean, Final 4, it's just a basic vote. Final
Okay,
3,
now we're
it's
in.
also a
Let's
vote,
get
but
this
it
show
can
out.
also not be. It's kind of complicated, actually. Like, at Final 3, essentially, they have to vote on whether to vote, like, to vote someone out, or for everyone there, or for that to essentially be the finalists. To where if there's if they vote for to share the money at that point, then if there is if there's a traitor left in the game, then the traitor wins everything.
I wonder what you'd do without me.
But if they vote to vote someone out, obviously one more person gets voted out, and then the remaining 2 have to share the money. Where again, obviously, if there's still a traitor in the game, they get money. If there's not, then the remaining 2 share money. Which I will say also, I really felt bad for Craig, right? Which, like, again, who the fuck is Craig? Barely got an edit on the season until, like, the very end of it. But like, just to see him go from, like, super happy when voting out Kate and Kate revealing that she's a traitor, only to then cut to fucking Alex having to tell him that she's also a traitor, and that he's won nothing. Like, that's such a sad moment. Like, just the, like, disappointment you see on his face at that point. What am I doing here? You can fail this, right? Yeah, by timing out.
We need to get rid of it.
It won't be easy to reach.
John Cody.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
Wait, John Cody watched my video? John Cody, like, I feel like John Cody, like, but also, yeah, that video came out, the casting, pre-merge to post-merge, video came out, which, kind of underperformed, but it's fine. Where it's like, realistically, it's fine for Survivor Video nowadays, where, like, obviously, just in general, the viewership on the channel's, like, declined a bit. To where, like, the average viewership for a video is, like, more, like, is close to, like, 6,000 to 7,000 instead of, like, the 10,000 that used to be. But, yeah, like, this video, it's, like, it technically did better. Like, it's weird because, like, I actually had, like, a decent amount of, like, decently performing Survivor videos recently. So it makes it look worse when I'm looking at, like, the comparisons. Yeah, like, it's like in comparison to like the what if every player was on jury, which to be fair, that was like a bit more average, and then like the luckiest moment for every Survivor winner and then the mid-season power ranking, both of which like did very well. The what if video, like, again, did not great, but like did better than most of my recent what if videos. So it's like this video in comparison to those like isn't performing as well, but like in comparison to like both of my merge videos, it's performing better than those at this point. Money also, my what if video like died though, which is so funny. Like, it had a really good first 2 days. Oh, you mean me? Okay. Like, I didn't think John Cody would be the type of person that would watch my fucking video. But so yeah, the what if video, the what if every player was on jury, that did like really well for like the first 2 days and then just died. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to that video, but whatever, I guess. Again, it's like, whatever, but still, it's funny. But, I don't know, this video will probably do the same, if I were to guess, but we'll see. Well, I'm looking at some of my thumbnails. So, yeah, I thought it was like last week, I end up, changing a lot of my thumbnails. And, the Persona 5 Strikers one's kind of bothering me. I might have to change it back. Because, like, with my video game thumbnails, I made this, like, effort to try to keep all the characters on the right side for some reason. Kind of just, like, because a lot of them were already on the right side, so I wanted to, like, for all of the other thumbnails, for them to either be in the center or on the right side. However, Persona 5 Strikers, Joker was on the left side, so I, like, flipped the image to make him on the right side, and now it's bothering me seeing him flipped. So I might have to fucking, I might have to change it back because it's really fucking bothering me. But if I change it back, then it's also going to bother me. That's not consistent with every other one. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. It's fine. What am I doing here? Ranked duos, Heather, Erica, I mean, ranked duos in terms of what? In terms of gameplay, in terms of, like, effectiveness as a duo? Because, like, I mean, like, Shanra Carr, I don't know, actually, probably the best duo, probably, like, Jesse and Cody might be the best duo there, gameplay-wise. Again, Erica and Heather is like a weird one where it's like, I think Erica is good. I think Heather just kind of sucks. And despite her having like some jury votes, again, I'm still not sold on the fact that she would win a jury vote. You would put Tori instead of Drea? Yeah, I think that's something I was a bit more like hesitant on, is the fact of having both Drea and Omer on the same tribe in particular. But it's like, I feel like production would want it though. Like, I don't think production cares that much about Tori. Well, I think they love Drea and I think they love Omer. So it's like, I think they would want both of them back. But yeah, like having them both back on the same tribe does feel weird. Knowing what we know. But the thing is, like, that wasn't on the show, and I think even if it, like, I think if they were to be back together, I think they would just, like, not edit that on the show. Dre with Jonathan, I mean, like, Dre and Jonathan don't have anything negative, right? Like, they had the moment at Tribal, but I believe there's friends after the fact. Where I believe there's more bad blood between Omer and Drea than there is Omer and Jonathan. 41 so much better than 42. I think the cast is better from my perspective. Again, I think obviously there's people that disagree because, like, again, like 42 is still like pretty revered. Like I find that kind of funny is that you see on like on Reddit, obviously everyone's complaining about 43 right now, but like people are saying, oh, 42 is great, but 43 sucks. Like, I don't know, 42 wasn't that great. Again, for me, 43 is like a step below 42 right now. And like I think it definitely has the potential to be better based on how the next few rounds go. But because like I think my disappointments with 42 come from like how stagnant the gameplay is in the middle of it, where it's like this season, and like I think, like, to be fair, the Jenny boot in the pre-merge is better than like anything on this season so far. But I don't know. I think the early merge, like the Ellie boot followed by the Dwight boot, I think those two boots were like way more interesting than anything from the 42 early merge. Luckiest moment for Big Brother winners? Probably not for a while. Why write player rankings instead of player ranking? I don't know, actually. I mean, I don't know. I looked this up. Like, this is the thing I never understood. Is like, so like, you would think it would be ranking, right? However, it's like, when you look it up, like, it is like rankings. And I think it's because you're ranking multiple things, which is why it's supposed to be plural, but it doesn't actually feel right. It does feel like it should be just ranking. By the way, I'm fucking this up. How much time do I have? 5.5 minutes? Okay, we'll try to break them out. Oh, that. Yeah, I've never really clicked with Fortitude that much. Like, I thought pre-merge was fine. But then once we got to the merge, I just, like, really started to lose interest. It's like, by the time, like, the Lilia boot was fine, but then I think, like, the Chanel boot followed by, you know, Roxroy and Tori, and the High boot I thought was, like, really underwhelming. Considering how, like, hyped up he was as a player, and then it's just, like, nothing.
We're down to 5 minutes, Marcus.
But like, I thought the end game was pretty strong. Like, I thought the Drea boot was good.
I know.
Yeah, not like elite or anything, but like good. And then like the Omer boot was really good, obviously. And then the finale was fine. But I think the end game stretch was definitely a lot better. But I think the middle was like, ugh. I think for me the best boot of the new era is still the Sydney boot, and like I don't think it's close. Like, the Jenny boot's fine, but I think it's a bit too chaos for my liking. And, like, it's chaos because it's, like, it's chaos, but, like, the result is predictable.
You're awake.
Like, it's kind of a weird thing where it's, like, it's chaos, but it's, like, Jenny was obviously going home. Like, I mean, there was not really another option once the votes became tied. It's, like, obviously Jenny's going home. Obviously Daniel's not going to Rocks for fucking Jenny. And, like, I feel like a lot of the craziness comes from just Daniel blowing up his game, but, like, that's not, like, that involved. Like, it's, like, interesting, but it's, like, it's not that integral to, like, this actual round. It's actually more interesting for, like, following rounds. I think Alex is a good winner. I mean, it's weird.
It's one way. Shouldn't be too
like,
difficult.
in the sense that she was, like, pretty invisible for first, like, third of the season.
Marcus, come look!
If not even more than that. Like, she was, like, barely on the show up until the point she becomes a traitor. And then since then, she just, like, dominates the screen time. So, I don't know. It's kind of, like, a weird portrayal of her, but I think she technically plays it very well. But also, I feel like the fact that she was originally a faithful allows her to do that, where I think that definitely benefited her, where she was like able to be genuine for the early portions of the game, and then now that she has to be deceivious, she's able to like use those connections she made when she was genuine to like benefit her as a traitor. Why is Sydney the best? It's insane. Like, I mean, it's like we have knowledge is power. Like, one, it's the merge tribal, essentially. But we have knowledge is power, where Liana fails to get it from Xander. And then after that, we have the live tribal, where everyone's going around and trying to talk to everybody. And then, like, the vote ends up being a 5-3 or a 5-4-3 vote, where
He saw us. I knew we should have blocked the road.
The cop's gonna be here any minute. We gotta go.
Am I muted?
Marcus, we can't
All right.
just leave our people behind.
It's too late, North. We failed.
No, okay, I'm good. Yeah, but yeah, it's just an insane tribal.
Marcus, we did it. All teams succeeded. Our people are free. We're heading back to Jericho.
Shit!
Oh, wait, did I fuck it up?
Our people
Oh.
are still prisoners in that fucking store, and it's all our fault.
No, it's my
Well,
fault.
that's a
I
shame.
messed this up. At least our other team succeeded.
How could you get this so wrong? I thought you knew what you were doing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Tiffany. Yeah, that was also
did
because
what
like
I
Heather was
could.
trying to
Sorry,
blow
it's not
things
enough.
up, right?
No, it's not enough.
I mean, yeah, I think that really, like,
Right?
as much as people
Human
don't
beings.
like live tribals, I do think it is still interesting TV and still, like, really indicative of people's, like, overall
have to
game
succeed.
ability.
You have no choice.
So, like, I feel like the fact that we haven't seen any in 42 and 43 is, like, yeah, pretty indicative of, like, where they're... I mean, like, 43, I think, is, like, kind of a different situation because, like, at least there's, like... but either way, like 42s at least. Like again, the fact that there were no live travels in 42, I think, is definitely a part of the reason why I didn't like the season as much. Because I just think overall the level of gameplay was lower. Do I think the Cody and Carla rivalry still thing? I don't know. Probably not at this point, to be honest. I don't know. We haven't had any mention of it since then. Maybe they'll bring it up again, but it feels so weird though. Like, why was that there? If it doesn't, like, if Cody isn't the one to get rid of Carla, or Carla isn't the one to get id of Cody, then, like, why was that scene there? No. Girlfriend wants sex. Why want to keep? What do you do? I mean, oh,
Kamsky left
That's your
Cyberlife
decision.
10 years ago.
I mean, really, it's like, what are you doing watching my stream for that though?
The first android to pass the
Best
Turing
cast as
test.
characters: 41,
He's the
42,
founder
43.
of Cyberlife. Anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him.
I think it's tough. I think 41. I think the interesting thing about 41 is that a lot of the best characters of 41 go out before the end game, where I feel like 42 is the opposite. Where, like, I think the thing that makes 42's cast look better is the fact that the end game is filled with bigger characters. Where, like, at the end game of 42, you have Marianne, you have Mike, you have Jonathan, you have Omer, you have Drea, It's like you have these big characters at the very end, where it's like with 41, you're left with Erica, and Heather, and, like, Xander, who's fine, but, like, still not, like, a massive character. Deshaun's fine. But I don't know, Danny is, like, not a massive presence on the season. It's like, I don't know, you're kind of, like, it's a weird season where it's like the Shan boot is kind of the, like, climax of the season, and then it just, like, still lingers on afterwards. And I think just in general, like, that's kind of, like, how I feel about 41. Whereas, like, 41's, like, really, like, outside, like, obviously you have the advantages and all that stuff, and, like, the wasting of time on that, and, like, that's an issue. But I think the season's, like, genuinely, like, pretty fucking good up until the Shan boot. And then, like, after that, it's like, okay, this is still going. Like, when we have, like, the Liana boot, and we have the Danny boot, and then, like, the finale is, like, Ricard boot, and, fire making challenge stuff. It's like, I don't know, it's like fine, but I don't know. I just think the end game stretch is, like, not as interesting as, like, the first, like, 2/3 of the season. Where, like, I think the back third of 42 is, like, pretty good. The problem is that I think the middle third is, like, pretty boring, and the first third's, like, just fine. Outside of the Jenny boot, which is obviously really good.
Of the 21st century. It'll be interesting to meet him in
But
person.
yeah, like, I think the best cast for me personally is probably, like, actually it might be 43, which is, like, weird because, like, everyone's, like, not liking the 43 cast. Yeah, I actually really like the 43 cast. Now, I don't know if they're being utilized in the best possible way. Like, if we're talking about, like, how they're utilized on the show, I think the 42 cast is probably the best, just because I feel like that was the most, like, properly edited version, or season of the show. Even though 43 is, like, a weird one, though, because, like, 43's edit is pretty balanced.
Glad you will see you now.
Like, as much criticism as there is out there about how, like, they're not explaining things and everything, it's like, everyone is getting content. It's like, the person with the least amount of confessionals of the season is Ryan, who is someone that is still getting, like, he got, like, his own segment in this last episode about fishing and everything, and, like, he is still getting stuff, and he gets all his personal content about cerebral palsy, and it's like, it's not like he's invisible. And it's like Janine is someone who is, like, pretty invisible for first, like, half of the season, then all of a sudden, like, she's been this massive underdog up until her boot here, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, this is, like, a pretty balanced edit through and through. But do I just wait? I guess I just wait for him, right? Challenge, I actually saw a link to it on Twitter, and that link is now dead because I actually tried to go back to it because I wanted to get a screen cap from it, but yeah, it's gone. So I don't know if there's a link anymore. Let's see, is it on Down Under? No, the only thing on Down Under I see.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson.
I don't know when this came out though.
What can I do for you?
You see, I saw someone, I think it was Mel Brown, posted, where can I watch Challenge AU, and then someone posted a link in his Twitter, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch it. Yeah, I don't see it on Down Under, though. Yeah, it'll be there tomorrow, I would assume, though.
Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will.
You lasted longer than Con Alyssa?
Machines
Good
are
for you.
so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall.
I see Cassidy is trying to promote positivity for a season. I feel like it's obvious 43 cast isn't loving how the season's turning out. I mean, like, I think there's a lot of like negative energy around it right now, right? It's like, one, I think it's like people's frustration, like continued frustrations with the new era, and then I think also again this like all the women are going home sentiment is like, I think mixing those two is like led to this season being looked at very negatively at this point.
You can tell us something that'll be
Wait, is that a thing? Kyle got his floaty? That's pretty fucked,
what
isn't
about
it?
you, Connor?
But okay.
Whose side are you on?
If 42 had aired before 41 and had to introduce all the advantages, I feel like 41 would be a pretty solid upper tier season. I agree with that. I think 41 would be a better season than 42 for sure. Or like right now, I have 42 above 41 simply because of like the I'm too fair though. I think the back third is slow. But then again, I think if they didn't have to waste time on introducing the advantages and everything, then more than likely they would have been able to give more time to develop some of those people.
I'm sorry, but I don't see what you're getting at.
Chloe?
I'm trying to remember, like, how many confessionals did Heather get?
Mere formality.
I want to look this up right now.
Algorithms
Because
and
it's like,
computing capacity.
like right now, again, Ryan is the lowest confessional getter of the season.
What interesting.
But he's at 13. I'm pretty sure Heather didn't even get 13 confessionals, right?
I call it the Kamsky test.
Oh no, Heather literally got 13. Okay. Oh no, I'm wrong. Ryan has 16 right now. Yeah. So Ryan has 16. Heather got 13 throughout the entire season.
Young.
Yeah, and you look at 42's confessional count. It's very top heavy. Literally, like, the only boot up until high to be in the top half of confessional getters at the time their boot is Daniel. Everyone else, and Zach, well, that was episode 1, so that doesn't really matter, but like everyone else was either like right in the median or below it up until the high boot. So it's like, man, it's a very top heavy season. I think that's like kind of what makes people think it's a better cast than what it really is. Where again, you have Marianne, you have Mike, Jonathan, Omer, Drea High. Like those are like really big names, but it's like you also have like Lydia, who again is fun, but like also didn't get that much content. You have like Chanel, Daniel's fine, I guess.
Okay,
Swati, Jenny is also like not that present. Mariah is a person. Roxroy is a person. Yeah, if it wasn't for Roxroy getting the Exile, the Hourglass content, it's like he would also be like also Tori. Like Roxroy is more confessionals than Tori. I didn't realize that until now. That's really funny.
With free will.
That's enough. Connor,
newest city game. Yeah, what is Pen? Like I've heard I heard people talk about it, but I don't actually know what it is. I'm assuming it's not a big game, right? Oh, I do remember. Okay, I do remember this game. Okay. I mean, that sounds like, yeah, it does look like it looked interesting, but I'm probably not going to play it just because it's only on Xbox. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, to play it.
Fascinating.
Is 43 rank above BB-24? I don't think so. We'll see though. Because like I believe I have 42 below 24, and right now like if I were to rank 43, it's probably around where 42 is.
You saw a living being in this android.
Yeah. So yeah, I do have 24 above 42. So yeah, I mean like it's probably below, but we'll see. I don't know what to do with Return of the Outcast. I have it ranked number 2 on my year in reality TV video, but again, I barely remember the season right now. Like if I were to rank it genuinely right now, I'd put 42 above Return of the Outcast. Like I at least remember a lot of 42. I remember very little Return of the Outcast, so I don't know.
Let's get out of here.
It's funny that this has actually been like kind of a decent year for Big Brother, hasn't
By the
it?
way,
I guess it hasn't though. Actually, yeah, I forgot about Celebrity Big Brother. But outside that, it's been a good year for Big Brother. Also, I love how like so again, I made the thumbnail for the year in reality TV video. And yeah, we're gonna have at least 20 shows to talk about. So that's something. Because I literally have 20 casts on the thumbnail.
I'm sorry.
And what's cool too is I was able to get 4 of each. I actually really like that, 4 of each show. Where I had 4 Big Brother seasons. You got Celebrity Big Brother, and then BB Can, BB-24, and BBAU. You got 4 Survivor seasons. You got 42, 43, Return of the Outcasts, and Blood vs. Water. You got 4 challenge seasons. You have All Stars 2 and 3. You have USA, and you have Australia. Then you got 4 Amazing Race seasons. You got 33 and 34. You got Canada, and then you got Australia. And I have 4 miscellaneous shows. So I got Claim to Fame, got The Mole, got The Traitors AU, and got The Genius Netherlands. So it's like it kind of like perfectly fit. I kind of really like that. There's like it just so happened to be 4 of like each like category essentially. I didn't put the circle on because like there's no cast photo for the circle, so I didn't bother. To be fair, there's no cast photo for Challenge Australia, which is really annoying. But I just got the weird image that they released of all the faces. But still, and also Australia's kind of fucked because it was 2 separate cast photos. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, Celebrity Big Brother 3 happened this year somehow. Don't know how, but it did. I like, yeah, Celebrity Big Brother 3 is also another one that's like, can we just like not remember it? From 42, which episode I knew Marianne was gonna win? I started to pick up on it at the merge, but I was like, I would say the Drea boot was when I was like, okay, for sure, Marianne's gonna win. I'm trying to remember. Like, I think power ranking wise, I only had it at the like right before the finale. But I think I had her number 2 for a while, and it was like kind of like because I was like waiting for like more proof, more so. But like I already had it in my head. Yeah. So I had since the double tribal. So since the Tori Rocksroy boot.
I like it here.
Or is that before? No, that's actually before that. So before that episode. So the Chanel boot is where I bumped Marianne to number 2.
We freed hundreds of our people.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I had her number 1. Okay, I had her number 1 after the Drea boot.
Those who dream of freedom.
So that was the point where I was confident she was going to win.
Something's changing.
But yeah, it looks like the Chanel boot was like where I was like, okay, I think she can win, and then I was like, okay, yeah, she is going to win for sure after the Drea boot. And then same thing with Eric. Like Erica was one where like obviously like did not think Erica was winning for most of it. And then immediately after Tiffany boot, I was thinking it was Evie. Then after the Evie boot, I was all in on Erica. By the way, this is so fun. Like look at my power ranking for Erica. It's 13, 13, 12, 12, 11, 11, 6, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Many of our people were burned in response to what happened.
So yeah, that's kind of a funny one.
The
I think
humans
that's
hate
the
us.
most wrong I've been on
They'll
any
never give us our freedom.
winner, right? I guess Nicole, I never have Nicole above 3 from South Africa. That's really funny.
If they won't listen,
So I guess that's probably...
we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself.
Yeah,
since
I want
you've
to
been
see
with
this. Like,
us.
what's the highest average, or the lowest
What was
average?
your life like before Jericho?
I guess I should only count, like, seasons that I... Yeah, so... So Erica's average was a 7.31. Nicole was a 7.75, so yeah, Nicole was lower.
What matters now is who I want to be.
Fuck me, dude. Fucking Mark's average. Oh, wait, that's not even including that. Yeah, so Mark's average is a 1.04.
Humans.
From Blood versus Water. I literally had him number 1 for every episode except for episode 2. Then I also have the retrospective power rankings. Those obviously don't matter as much, but Tina's was pretty low, I think. I mean, she's pretty low until the merge, I guess, and then she's number 2 behind Colby. Honestly, Big Brother. What's my lowest Big Brother one? Taylor was at a 5.69 average. Okay, it's probably, yeah. Oh, no, Ty? No, even Ty's higher. Yeah, so it has to be. Okay, so highest average on this season so far is Carla, it looks like.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Mark.
Oh, but I
It's
forgot
not
about
too
the
late to change your
premiere is like a factor, isn't
You don't
it?
understand.
That,
finally
oh,
gonna
not the
show
premiere, the
them what we
preseason,
are.
because
This
this
place
is
will go down
including
in history.
preseason. Oh, even that, actually, that boosts Carla even higher.
It's a
Okay,
risk
never
I'm
mind.
prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do
How did I
this.
not have Mark at number 1 for episode 2? I think it's because Shay got a lot of, like, Shay was number 1.
We'll make them
And
understand.
Shay got, like, a lot of positive content
This
episode
is
2.
the only way.
Positive content, and then also got, like, a bit,
There are androids here
like,
who could join us.
protected from the Brianna
The
stuff.
stronger our message.
So, like, that's why I swapped them, but obviously after that, it's like, yeah, Mark's winning. They hear about this? What is this? Plane. Oh, I did actually see this, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucked. Like, I assume people died, right? Like, I didn't see any of the ramifications. Like, I didn't see, like, what happened from this, but, like, people had to die, right? 6 dead. Yeah, that's fucked. We're literally gonna know the winner of AU Heroes and Villains on the first episode, probably. Again, like, I mean, that's the way the last 2 seasons have been. I mean, too, for Haley, like, I saw it, but, like, I don't think I actually. Let's look this up. Who did I have? I think I had Shannon. No, actually, did I? I don't remember anymore. Let's see if it would open. There we go. Who did I have number 1? Yeah, I had Haley number 3. Yeah, I had Shannon number 1 after the premiere. But then Haley was number 1 by the end of week 1. And then, like, week 2 was, like, a very quiet one for her, so I dropped her a bit. But then, like, by episode 8, I had her at number 1 again until the very end. So, yeah. Like, I just love the Mark one, though, where, like, he's literally number 1 the entire season except for episode 2. I wish I kept these power rankings for longer. Again, I didn't start this until Winners at War. And, like, I'm doing these power rankings for the retrospectives that I do. At least for the Survivor and Big Brother ones, obviously. And for BB Can, I guess. Well, I guess that's still Big Brother. But yeah, like, for those retrospectives, I'm doing them. But I wish I kept them, like, ever since I watched the show. I feel like it would have been interesting. And, like, even then, like, those are more so, like, obviously in retrospect. But still, it's like, old Survivor seasons in particular, I think it's interesting to look at from, like, an Edgic perspective. Because, like, obviously it's the fundamentals of Edgic. And, like, there's a lot of, like, not super, like, common editing trends there. Like, you're talking about Grandma Matchmaker's iconic? I think you're fucking wrong, but sure. Who's better, Tom Westman or Jennifer Lanzetti? I mean, is that a question? Who's the winner edit from Survivor most similar to Noelle's? Is there one? So...
You're free now.
Let's see. So...
Hey, where do you
I don't think there is one.
You get back here. You stay right here, you fucking...
Yeah, it's like I can't think of a winner that has been like Noelle. I mean, at least from the women's side of things. Like maybe if I go through the men, but like even then, like Noelle's just not even really there. Like Noelle's only being shown when absolutely necessary, when she has her idol or when she has her steal a vote play factor, or when she has like when she talks about her leg. But like she really just is not on the show. Bob, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Like I don't think really anybody. Does Maria have a lot of epic moments? I mean, yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, Tales from Maria. Yeah. So yeah, Traders AU, Circle 4, Claim to Fame, that Genius Netherlands, Mole, American Ninja Warrior. Yeah, that, and then I feel like there's one more, but maybe not. Well, like I don't think I'll watch All Star Shore just because like I don't really care anymore. I mean, oh yeah, Beyond the Edge, Snake in the Grass, Real Love Boat. I'll maybe mention it. By the way, I did actually like look at the last Real Love Boat episode. I didn't watch it. I just wanted to like see what happened. Where it's like almost all the OG people are gone now. So and like the ones that aren't are like these people that are like so clearly gonna stay together anyway. So I did find that like I don't know. It's like I don't think I would care about the show that much anyway. Even if I did continue to watch it. I guess that is it. Yeah, I guess those are all the miscellaneous shows. Oh yeah, Kevin Conroy passed away, which is obviously really sad. I mean, like I never watched a lot of animated Batman stuff, but still, obviously he was. Actually, then again, he's still Batman in Arkham, right? He is, right? Because obviously he's the animated series, which again, I didn't watch a lot of the animated series. Yeah, he is also the voice in Arkham, so yeah, I guess I have obviously played the Arkham games. But anyway, yeah, obviously that's sad. What did he die of? Actually, I didn't even like bother to look that up. Intestinal cancer. Okay, that's even more fucked. Yeah, I did see Challenge is going to be 2 episodes a week. I'm assuming it's going to be 12 episodes, is my guess. Based on that's the length of Challenge USA, and we're still limiting 2 people an episode. So I'm assuming it's going to be 12 episodes. It's this guy, right? Yeah, there we go.
I need to block the street.
Do I think Jeff used his tribal council's soapbox to repetitively state his opinions and views? To a degree. But like I think tribal council, like 100%, I think the criticism that's going for tribal councils now is like warranted. I think like the fact that they're so long, like the segments on tribal councils at this point are so long, is like completely unwarranted. It's like why are we like spending all this time on like what even the players themselves admit as theater? Like none of this actually matters. And yeah, I do feel like a lot of it is like Jeff, like I don't think it's like a like I don't know, because I think a lot of it's like people talking about like, oh, Jeff wants to like be the center of attention. That's why tribal councils are so long. And like I don't think that's the case. But I think Jeff like still thinks that they're better than what they are. To where really they're just fucking boring. But I don't know, he seems to love them, so whatever, I guess. Who wins Jason, Mick, Russell Final 3? Mick is the tough one. I think if it's Shambo, then I think we could lean towards Russell. Though Shambo would get votes. But Mick, I don't know. Like, it's never been super solidified, like, what they actually thought of Mick. Because, like, obviously there were the rumors early on of, like, that Mick would have won. Mick was going to win the final. By the way, we're at the fucking March. But yeah, Mick was going to win Samoa until the Eric Cardona speech and like her and Natalie's final tribal flipped everyone, which is not true. I think you can clearly tell it's not true. Like, I don't know why that was even like a thing, or like you could just tell by the way that final tribal goes that no one respected Mick. But I don't know if they were like. I think the Mick Russell thing is something we don't 100% know though. Where Jason, we know that like Jason, no one liked Jason out there, and yeah, like Jason would not have won any jury vote. Though I think I forgot. Does he get a? I feel like I remember he would have gotten a vote. He would have gotten Brett's vote, right? That's who it was. I think Brett said he would have voted for Jason. Mick is feckless. I mean, yeah. Or I spoiled on who? No, I for Challenge Australia, the only thing I'm spoiled on are the winners. I don't know anything else. Though I've heard rumblings of who is an early boot, or who could be like an early boot, I guess. But I don't know any actual boot spoilers outside of the eventual winners. Why aren't people like Jason? Jason just like zoned out of the game. Because, like, again, like, Samoa's a season that was, like, really terrible condition-wise, to where they, again, it was raining for, like, what was it, like, 8 straight days or something? And, like, supposedly at that point, like, Jason just, like, lost all of his energy. And, like, just did not bother talking to anybody after Emerge. And, again, just no one really respected him.
Dispatch, this is Patrol 457.
To where, again, I don't think he would win any jury vote unless they were, like, actually that, like, anti-Russell. But, like, even Dave Ball, when talking about how, like, so, like, the Will Neff, like, streams and everything happened recently. Watched Samoa. Dave Ball did an interview with Will Neff immediately afterwards, and, like, he was asked there who he would vote for in the Jason, Shambo, Russell Final 3, and he was like, fuck. Essentially, that even now, even after like how much he like has seen Russell be Russell and hates Russell nowadays, like even now he's still saying he wouldn't vote for Jason, and like obviously wouldn't vote for Shambo. So it's like I think Russell would have that situation, but again with Mick there, I don't know. But I don't think Jason was getting anyone's vote outside of Brett. Okay, that's loud on my end. When Bryce got here, didn't he announce that he's here when he got here? Don't think Varner would have been ejected if he somehow managed to... Yeah, 100%. Like, the only reason they even did the formality of a vote is because, like, they knew he was going to get voted out. Or a formality of, like, saying everyone, like, oh, we're in agreement, right? But yeah, he would have been kicked out. I feel like. Like, I think it's kind of like a Brain Hans sort of situation, though obviously, like, not... Like, Brain Hans was more so because they were, like, worried he was going to, like, physically harm people. I think Varner was more so they were like, okay, why is he still here? Video Nicaragua came out yesterday? That's cool. If 21 had Edge of Extinction, do I think Jimmy Johnson would raise the mask? Probably. Actually, I don't know. Like, I think it would be, like... I think he would feign a medevac. I think that's probably what Jimmy Johnson would do, right? I don't know. Because, like, I don't think Jimmy Johnson would, like, want to openly be looked at as a quitter, right? And that's a lot of the reason why he gets voted out in the way that he does. Is because, like, he essentially quit, but, like, he didn't want everyone to know he quit. So, like, it's not portrayed as a quit, even though it is a quit. But it's like, if there was Edge of Extinction, it's like... Oh no, I did not mean to do that. I pushed the wrong fucking one. Well, who fucking cares about this playthrough? It doesn't matter. I did not mean to attack, though. No, abandon. Don't attack. Why didn't they medevac Jason? I mean, he was still healthy. Like, he was still, like, able to do things. It's just that he was so exhausted that he didn't want to do things, essentially.
We have to make a statement. We have to stay put no matter what.
Please, Marcus. We can't.
You know,
let
like
them
even
bar
that,
us
like
without
even with
fighting
Dana
back.
in Philippines was like kind of a similar situation, though even worse, where she was like actually genuinely in a whole bunch of pain and everything. Oh no, I'm not. I love how I literally just did it again. Whatever, who fucking cares? But like even Dana, they didn't medevac. Like they had to get her to quit. Oh fuck off! You can die here, right? Like Marcus can die here. I mean, if we die, I think I'm just gonna replay the chapter. Because, yeah. Oh, did not see that. Disarm, I guess. I see you there, Josh. What games like Plague Tale would I recommend? Like in terms of like I were talking about smaller game, like not in like obviously God of War and Ragnarok. I think I guess like matters what console you have. But I think like in terms of like narrative-based experiences and everything, like God of War. Obviously, in terms if we're talking about like more of like a stealth, like smaller scale, like stealth style game, then like I think that's kind of like tougher to find. So I guess like you can like make some comparisons to like Last of Us and like Uncharted and that sort of things, and it being like a linear. I mean, I guess God of War is too. God of War, at least God of War 2018. Ragnarok. I mean, Ragnarok is too, though. I mean, like Ragnarok's fucked. And again, I can't really talk about without spoiling things, but like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing in Ragnarok. It's such a weird game because like it's technically more open, but it's also not. And I don't know. Oh, cool. Push? Oh, am I gonna die? Alright, God of War 2018 was so good. I will say, like, my appreciation for God of War 2018 has gone up so much in the last, like, couple weeks. Where, like, I've been watching, like, a lot of videos on God of War 2018, and there's, like, so much depth to that game that, like, I never actually pieced together until a bit more recently. Like, obviously, I realized, like, the game, like, the core narrative of the game. Like, that's obviously, like, something I've always, like, adored. But, like, even beyond that, like, in terms of, like, what it does with its lore, and, like, how much it sets up Ragnarok, in that first game is, like, pretty insane. Do I think IGN overblew the whole Masterpiece thing? I think it's so tough to say without spoiling things. Like, I'm a bit, like... I don't know how I feel about the direction that it's going. Like, I think it's still a fantastic game. Like, I think the thing, too, is that it's the game that's coming after God of War 2018. I think because it came from God of War 2018, this, like, more linear, like, very focused story. I'm too fair. There's some, like, fucked bits in it, though. Where, like, there's, like, points where, like, you just get randomly thrown into, like, oh, now we have to go and do this for some fucking reason. But still, it's still, like, a really, really great, like pretty concise, there we go, narrative. Like, Ragnarok is not that. Ragnarok's more of, like, an Avengers Endgame, where God of War 2018 is more like a, now, is there even a Marvel comparison? But I don't know, it's like, I think God of War 2018 is like an art house film to a degree, or maybe it's something like, Inception's not good. I don't know. Either way, it's like, I think there's like a lot, like God of War 2018 to me is like a lot more like highbrow than Ragnarok, where Ragnarok feels more so like, again, like an Avengers Endgame sort of thing, which is still very good. But it's not like to the same level of quality. And like, because that feels like a little bit underwhelming coming from God of War 2018. But in reality, like, it's probably on par with something like a Horizon Forbidden West. What is going on with the game? Cool. Alright, now it's picking up again. What the fuck is that? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, that was weird. That's my reaction when I first saw Beth on the duel. I thought Beth was a fun character. Wherever I play God of War, watch One Piece. Right now, play God of War. Like in general, like I mean, I would rather like see the ending to One Piece than see the ending to Ragnarok. I feel like. Is Trace less annoying in Ragnarok? No, he's more annoying, and that's part of my issues. Again, I never found him annoying in 2018. I think that's like Atreus' character and like his arc across that game is like one of the best parts of the game. But I feel like fucking Ragnarok, there's like so much bullshit in that game. Oh my god, I can't fucking talk about it. But it's like I don't know what the fucking think about Atreus and Ragnarok. It's so stupid. Like I did go on like a little bit of a tangent on my in the like my recording of it, where it's like it makes no fucking sense, like part of like Atreus' storyline, but whatever. Again, I'm not gonna spoil it. I know Russell Hantz was almost mad about. Yeah, he's mentioned that before, right? Again, don't know how actual genuine it is, but yeah, he has mentioned that.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising.
Yeah, like I feel like almost everyone on Samoa was probably medevac at some point. Yeah, Samoa's like an insane season. Like I rewatched it recently because of I watched like Will Neff streams of it, and like
I was wrong.
It's such a like a terrible season condition wise.
You chose not to ask.
Sam from Opposite Worlds and Jessica from David vs. Goliath got married today. Wait, what? What, Jessica Pete? Like, how old is Jessica? Jessica Pete's like 20. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's old enough to get married, but still, it's like, oh, she's not even that old, right? Like, she was 19. I guess she's like 23.
Why did Kempsky leave Cyberlife? What happened?
It's an old story, Connor. It doesn't pertain to
I'll see you later. Biggest party. Was it raining during Heroes of Villains? Not real. Not as much.
You didn't tell me everything.
Like I think Samoa was just like the season. Samoa was like just during the rainy season there. Atreus versus Hugo. Atreus. Not even close. Like Hugo's like I still never found Hugo as annoying as what other people seem to, but it's not even close though. Atreus or Hugo.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What?
I'm trying to remember actually. Like when did it rain? Yeah, actually now I think about it, it did rain in Heroes of Villains. At points, but again, not nearly to the point of Samoa. Again, like Samoa had like over a week of just straight straight rainfall. There we go. Fuck me.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind.
Hank sounds like Mr. Krabs. I wonder why.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing.
But I'm still like really interested in how Ragnarok ends, though. I'm like how many? I'm like 15 hours into it at this point.
Sorry, Hank.
I looked this up though. So there's 17 missions in Ragnarok. I believe I'm only through 9 of them. Like I thought I was like kind of closing in on the end, but it turns out I'm not. Like it turns out like I'm just barely past the halfway point. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I've only done 9. So, do I expect a good or bad ending? Like I can't say. Like I think I know what the ending is. Or at least I think I know a major aspect of the ending. But I can't say it obviously because like it's based on things that you. It is based on partially on things you learn in Ragnarok, but also like it was set up in 2018.
So you're going back
But
to Cyberlife?
they're really, really going in on it. I don't know. Like again, I want to talk about it. I can't. I just really don't know how to feel about Ragnarok. Like again, at the end of the day, it's still a good game. Like no matter what, like as many like issues I have with like things that they're doing, like it's still a fucking great game. But I think as of right now, I would say Horizon Forbidden West is still my game of the year.
There are masters. No machine should rebel against its creator.
But we'll see how Ragnarok.
When you refused to kill that android at Kamsky's place.
Samoa, Ko-Rong, Micronesia were all bad when it came down to injury. I mean, yeah, that's like obviously Ko-Rong was because of. Actually, I don't know. I guess it actually is like it was a mix of heat. Initially, it was heat exhaustion, but then also there was a lot of like infections, right?
You're wrong, Lieutenant. It was logical.
Micronesia was also a lot of infections, and then Samoa was just like dehydration and just like again the terrible conditions and too much beef. Yeah, that was also a thing.
I know the answers in the evidence we collected. If Perkins
I still find that so funny.
There's no choice. You heard
Jodo Campo follows me, right? He's still. Mind you, that was from before the Marine Review. That was like back when it was just like my personal Twitter account, and I just followed Jodo Campo back at the time of
maybe these deviants deserve a chance.
At the time of Ko-Rong, but like Jodo Campo like actually like followed everyone that followed him back and like wrote a personal like thank you DM and everything. I found that so funny.
Sorry, Connor, but I'm not gonna help you.
I forgot Rupert follows me. I mean, that's probably a similar thing, though. But still, that's funny. Is he still... Actually, did he ever get his Twitter account back? I just completely forgot about that. When was the last time he tweeted? Yeah, he hasn't tweeted in forever. So, like, Yeah, he... Oh, his last post is saying that this account isn't active anymore. And even his new account isn't active. Okay, whatever. Fucking cares. Frank, the winner of Opposite Worlds, follows me on Twitter for some reason. Nalia follows me. Johnny Mac follows me. Wait, Bryce follows me? Anyway, that's still pre... Yeah, this is still pre-Marine Review. Does Joe... Okay, maybe Joe... Did Joe shut... Like... Is he not on Twitter anymore? I don't see his account here anymore. Unless he unfollowed me. Did Jodo Campo unfollow me? Oh, he privated his stuff. Maybe that's a factor? I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah, Game Awards. Nominations are tomorrow. That's gonna be interesting. So, I mean, like, I think God of War, Horizon, Elden Ring. I mean, like, I think God of War and Elden Ring are for sure locks, right? Oh, fuck, I was not paying attention. Oh, no, I fucked this up. I was not paying attention. I did not realize the timer was going off. Wait, what is this actual mission? Oh, whatever. Fucking cares, I guess. We're gonna fail it anyway. Yeah, so God of War, Horizon, Elden Ring should be locks. Like, I could see a world where Horizon gets snubbed.
Your mission is over. It's time to
Well, I'm really getting the worst ending at this point.
I can solve this case.
No, God of War came out right before submissions ended, if I remember right.
You failed.
Because I remember that was the thing that was talked about, that would God of War be too late, but then, but yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, I don't know who's, like, what after that? Like, this has been kind of a weird year for gaming, I feel like. Cult of the Lamb is a game, right? That's, like, being talked about pretty highly. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of, like, other more, like, indie, sort of games. There'll probably be a Nintendo representative, right? Like, what would it be? What Nintendo came out this year? I don't even know. I'm gonna look. So yeah, the Game Awards posted a thing of like asking for predictions. I still love how like the number one, like top post is someone saying most expensive DLC award goes to God of War Ragnarok. So fucking stupid. The people saying Sonic Frontiers is gonna be nominated are fucking insane. Like, oh, is Xenoblade 3 maybe, Splatoon, Overwatch 2 maybe. I don't know. I have not followed like the reception to those games, at least to Overwatch. Is no one actually posting predictions under this? It's like all of it's just like saying one game instead of like actually like responding with actual predictions. I forgot Halo Infinite is for this year, isn't it? It came out last year, but it was like too late, right? But I doubt that's going. I like it won't get nominated, right? I don't know. Why are so many people fucking saying Sonic Frontiers is gonna get nominated? It's like, what fucking world are we living in? That fucking game that got a 72 Metacritic is getting nominated for Game of the Year. And like, also, it's like supposedly like not that good. Like, I mean, like it's good for a Sonic game, but like it's not actually that good. Like in reality. Like I watched a couple hours of Lasers streaming it, and it's like, I don't know. It does look very janky. Splatoon, maybe Splatoon 3. It'd be funny if it did, yeah. No, Gotham Knights is not getting nominated. Yeah, but I think Splatoon seems about right. Yeah, I think Cult of the Lamb is the game I'm seeing as like the indie game of this year, where like usually there's like one like indie game that gets nominated, like really indie game. Like last year was like Hades. I feel like 2020 also had one, but either way, it's like I feel like that's like kind of a trend at this point. So yeah, like I feel like that's probably gonna get nominated, and then there'll be one more game, right? I don't know, Bayonetta 3. Okay, let's actually look up like Metacritic, I guess. And games this year. Will they give it to Halo? Probably not, right? After I feel like Halo Infinite was like well received like right when it came out, but I feel like since then it's like kind of just non-existent. Like no one really talks about it anymore. Yeah, maybe Xenoblade's pretty high, so it could be Xenoblade. But then also it's like JRPGs typically don't get nominated, right? Oh. Wow, there's really like not. Gran Turismo 7, probably not, right, for Game of the Year, especially with like the controversy with it, with the microtransactions and everything. I think it could be Bayonetta 3. What was the game that came out? Like Vampire Survivors. That's what it's called, right? By the way, I felt like I'm not paying attention to the game at all at this point. Oh yeah, Kirby. Yeah, Kirby too. Yeah, like I don't think Plague Tale will. Stray. I mean, like I don't know. It doesn't feel like a Game of the Year sort of game. I think they fired Dr. Joe because of diversity mandate. I don't know. I feel like that's not like. I don't think they would fire Dr. Joe because of that.
A little further on that way, there's a large.
All right, your predictions are Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, Neon White. Yeah, what is Neon White? I've seen that game, but I don't know anything about it.
Absolutely have to be on it. You'll be safer on the other side.
First-person shooter puzzle platformer.
It's not much, but it's a start. My brother lives in Ontario. I've given you his
I've never
address.
even heard of this
He'll
game.
be able to hide you.
Until like
Calm down.
I just saw it a few times in
You're a
looking at lists
very
of the
brave
games. But
little
yeah,
girl,
it got a whole bunch of good reviews.
You deserve to be.
I feel like it might be too under the radar though. I don't know. Like I feel like Cult of the Lamb to me sounds like a game that's like enough people talked about to where like that's gonna be their indie game. It Takes Two doesn't feel like, I mean, yeah, but like also It Takes Two I felt like was always gonna be nominated though. Where like I don't think Stray's even gonna get nominated.
Better not hang around.
Oh yeah, I mean like Elden Ring's gonna win. Like it doesn't matter. Like no matter what, Elden Ring's gonna win Game of the Year. Like it's like kind of irrelevant really. But still, I mean, again, as long as like Horizon God of War get nominated, it's like okay, whatever. Think of starting reality TV as any advice? I'll be honest, like I'm probably not the best person to go for advice when it comes to that sort of thing. Just do whatever you want to do. I mean, I like that's just what I'm doing. And again, there's mixed results with that, but yeah, I'm still having fun doing the channel, and somehow don't feel burnt out, despite the fact that it's literally consumed my entire entire life is probably a bit too excessive, but definitely like entire like free time, I guess. I don't know. But again, I still enjoy doing it. So. Where you have like people like Thanamail who got like extremely burnt out and that sort of thing. So I don't know. I just think like just focus on what you want to do. Realistically, don't do what I do. Like I don't do what I'm doing because like it is technically not what you should be doing if you want success on YouTube. Like I'm doing everything wrong and it just so happened to like kind of work out to a degree. To where, like, I feel like now I'm finally facing the ramifications of it. To where like now it's like the channel's like become a bit stagnated in terms of growth and everything. But like realistically, I should have never gotten to this point to begin with. Like the fact that I've even been able to get the audience I have is like still mind blowing. Because it's like again making like having a YouTube channel where you change topic pretty much every single video. Should on paper like completely isolate everyone, and then also it's like again making like these videos that are like again especially when reality TV wise it's simply just still images and everything, like no one should be watching this, but again, some people do.
The last bus is in 2 hours.
Is Last of Us Remake eligible? I don't think so. Like I think it'll be eligible for like accessibilities and stuff like that. I don't think it'll be eligible for Game of the Year, and even then I don't think it'll be nominated anyway.
We'll have lots of time to talk on the bus.
Best narrative, I think that's gonna be interesting. So God of War Horizon, A Plague Tale will probably be nominated for it. What else? What else came out this year in terms of like more narrative games? Let's see. There's not that much like I don't know anything about Neon White, so I don't know that. Bayonetta 3 supposedly is like the story sucks, right? Is what I've heard, or like the ending sucks at least. So I don't know. Gotham Knights. I forgot about Sifu. Sifu's a game. Maybe Sifu could get nominated for Game of the Year. Wow, there isn't that much. How fucked would it be if The Quarry gets nominated for Best Narrative? I'll be laughing so fucking hard if The Quarry gets nominated for Best Narrative. But like, there really isn't that, like, there aren't that many options, from my point of view at least. Like, to me, I think The Quarry is like a game that's like so bad that it's good. I think the question for me is like how intentional was its how bad it is, because like in a way it's like you can kind of understand it considering it is like supposed to be like a parody of like old school horror movies, but also it's like I feel like it actually just is genuinely bad. Like I think the writers just like are actually just not good. But like it kind of still works because it is like supposed to be this like campy horror movie. You'll be mad if It'll be so funny if Part 1 gets nominated Game of the Year. It's not, though. But still, that would be funny. Like, imagine, like, how upset the general gaming community would be. Like, how upset, like, these people that are saying that, oh, they charged $70 for a remaster or whatever.
I'm with a little girl and another android.
It'll be so funny.
There's a bus leaving for the border in less than 2 hours, and we need passports.
No, Detroit's under curfew. There's soldiers
Actually, I
everywhere,
want to look up last
rounding
year's
up all the
Game
androids and
Awards.
sending them to camps. Maybe you should stay here a while.
Yeah, so Marcus can be dead by this point, right? Because I feel like I remember that if he's dead, you talk to North instead.
State Department. He has electronic passports you can easily modify.
Wow, last year was so fucked. Now I'm looking. Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy won Best Narrative. How? Like, it's fine. And, like, there is some decent writing there at points, but, like, how did that win Best Narrative? And to be fair, it's like, the other options are not great. Like, Life is Strange Colors is the only one I would even, like, consider.
It's a long story.
Hell, last year just sucked. Like, looking at it. Game of the Year noms were It Takes Two, Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil Village. I forgot about that. I remember, like, how, like, it did feel like Resident Evil Village was gonna win Game of the Year, and it just didn't happen. Like, Resident Evil Village, like, won nothing but Best Performance, right? Who's gonna win Best Performance? I think that's gonna be interesting. Like, who would it be? Like, would it be... Like, I think Ashley Birch is gonna get nominated, right? It's like, like, Christopher Judge is definitely gonna get nominated. Like, does I forgot, did Atreus get nominated 2018? I feel like he did, right? Like, I think it was both Kratos and Atreus that got nominated.
American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army.
Am I wrong? Wait, I'm trying to find it. There it is. Oh, no, I'm just wrong. It's okay, never mind. It was just Kratos. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Christopher Judge will for sure be nominated. Fucking Cassandra got nominated. Oh, fuck me, dude. By the way, I finally got around to watching, what is it? Odyssey Broke Me from Lasers, which is, like, his most popular video that I just never watched, despite watching his streams and stuff. Like, I never actually watched his, like, most popular video. I finally watched it, it's like, fuck me, it reminded me how much I fucking hate Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Multiverse win Best Fighting Game, I mean, there's definitely a chance, right? I mean, like, what else is there? Like, King of Fighters, right, came out? Ever fan interaction in real life? No. I mean, like, yeah, I don't have enough of following to just randomly come across fan. And to be fair, like, not many people know what I look like anyway. And also, it's like, don't go out that much anyway. But yeah, it's like, I guess, like, and really, like, I don't look at comments or anything. Like, really, this is the most amount of fan interaction. Like, I feel like it's weird to call people fans, though, especially with the channel being, like, as small as it is. That's why whenever I say, like, audience, just because I feel like that's, like, a better term. Resident Evil Village or Hitman for 2021, Animal Crossing for 2020. Again, like, I don't know. Like, I think 2020 is, like, such a strong year to where, like, Animal Crossing for Game of the Year is still weird to me, but okay. Laura. Like, imagine The Quarry getting a fucking Best Performance nom. Like, what's gonna get nominated for Game Direct? Like, probably... God, I know Elden Ring's gonna probably win that, right? I'm expecting Elden Ring to just sweep. Like, I would be pretty shocked if Elden Ring doesn't just win almost everything. And, like, as much as, like, there is, like, praise for God of War Ragnarok at this point, it's like, I don't feel like it's enough. And also, it's like, I like, in comparison to 2018, I think 2018 is, like, a far superior game. And yeah, as of right now, I would have Horizon as a better game than God of War Ragnarok for me right now. Kirby can win family game, probably. Or like Stray. I could see Stray winning family game.
Water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel.
Oh yeah. If someone like does recognize me, it would be someone that like, yeah, probably at least like had been on stream. But again, like no one, like I probably won't ever interact with any people face to face, or at least like not out of the blue. Like then I'm just not gonna randomly see someone on the street. Where am I going? Like, what is the? Oh, no, I forgot that's a thing in this game. I forgot to change camera angles. Oh, is it only 2? Okay, well, never mind. Oh, return to Alice. Okay, fine.
But it is quite possible that the Russian army has been confronted with a similar crisis among its own androids.
Top tier channel. I completely disagree. It's a fucking shit channel. I do. It's better than fucking BLM's Ranger stuff. But that's a complete shit channel. Do I want Nerys to come back? I mean, sure. She's fine. I know she has like a perpetuity that like cause drama and that sort of stuff, so why not? They can edit out her drama, so it's like, I don't know, but still. Oh, here we go, the big twist. What a big twist.
You knew from the beginning. You just didn't want to see it.
I think this is fucking dumb, though. I hate this.
Someone to care for.
Okay, this just like completely minimizes the themes of the story, but okay, cool.
What difference does it make? Do you love her any less now that you know she's one of us?
Tears of the Kingdom. That's Legend of Zelda, right? That's the next one. Yeah, 100%. I think a win. Most anticipated game. It shouldn't be much of a like, what else is in contention right now? Like, Starfield is still something people are talking about, I guess. Like Final Fantasy 16, maybe 7 remake, or 7 rebirth. Yeah, I don't know what else is there. Alan Wake 2 is coming up next year. Now, I will say, like, I feel kind of like I'm kind of in a weird spot right now. I feel like with games, where like I feel like this year, like all of my like most anticipated games ended up all coming out this year. Towards like next year, I mean, there's like games I'm excited for here and there, but like I feel like I'm definitely like not as excited for next year as I was for this year. Or like this year again, Horizon, God of War, Plague Tale. Those are like 3 of my most anticipated games, and they all came out this year. And then yeah, it's like next year. It's like like Final Fantasy 16. I'm excited for. Rebirth is like what, end of the year at best. Yeah, it's like I don't know what else there is next year. I mean, Forspoken, Power Ranger season. What is this one? Review of what is this? Oh, the Ranger who came in from the gold. What the fucking? Okay, yeah. What is that title? Really, it's like, what was they thinking with these thumbnails and everything, and like just the channel art and everything? It's so fucking bad. Like, it's genuinely terrible. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, how the fuck could I think that this was a good idea? To use like that font, and I don't know, whatever. Who fucking cares? Yeah, I watched Monty Python and Holy Grail. It's a great movie. Best art direction. I could see Plague Tale getting nominated for art direction. God of War is gonna get nominated. Well, Elden Ring. I assume so. I'm too afraid that's from like 10 years ago, but yeah. I'm sure there's like smaller scaled games that I'm not thinking of. I will say, like, just in general, 2022, I haven't been focusing that much on like many games outside of like the ones I'm like super excited for. Which, like, I've been debating this with 2022, with the year in gaming video for this year. It's like, do I just like not try to play because like obviously like last year I tried to play everything. I got really burnt out to where I just did not feel like playing games for like months. Like now I'm kind of back into it, but also I'm like, I don't know, like, do I really want to go out of my way and like play Dying Light 2? It's like I really don't care that much. So I don't know, maybe I'll like not play as much. I don't know, we'll see. Love seeing where I originated, I guess. I had a channel before, a Sasuke channel before that, but it got taken down. Yeah, I think last year was like a weird year where like there were a lot of like smaller. There was no like big game last year for me, but like there were a lot of like smaller games. Where like this year, I feel like there's a lot of like bigger games. Like it's kind of like a 2018 style year where like there's some like really elite stuff coming out this year, but then like it's just not like the quantity of it isn't as much though. Well, like 2018, you had like Red Dead 2, God of War, Detroit, I guess. Other stuff, I don't even remember what else anymore. But either way, it was like obviously God of War and Red Dead 2 though were like the two big ones. Am I still going to Alice? Yeah, I still haven't returned to Alice. What's Sasuke? It's Ninja Warrior, the original Japanese version of Ninja Warrior. Oh, or well, yeah, original, whatever. Either way, yeah. Yeah, I had like, what? Whatever. Arkham Knight was 2015. Hug, I guess.
We'll be together forever, won't we?
I'm 27 right now, which is kind of depressing.
Forever.
So yeah, like the game collection channel, I believe I was 14 or 15 when I started that. I think I stopped it when I was 18 or 19. Same age? Okay. I feel like times like, I don't know, I think it's like weird when you get like after college and stuff, where I feel like years just kind of like slip by. Where like I feel like you just like don't, like, I don't know, it's like I'm at the point now where like I don't care anymore about like birthdays. And too far, I never really cared that much about birthdays and stuff, but like now I like genuinely like don't want to do anything for birthdays and everything. Yeah, Arkham Knight's that old, yeah.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, that was 2015. Then what, City was 2011 and Asylum was 2009. So actually there was only a 2-year gap between them. Well, actually I guess it was a 2-year gap in between all of them because like I keep on forgetting Origins is a game. But Origins was 2013.
We couldn't just suffer in silence. They're killing us. Nothing is going to justify that.
Yeah, Sifu, I kind of forgot about Sifu. I think Sifu might get some noms. I think the issue with Sifu though is that it was a while ago, and I think like the hype is kind of dumbed down. But like it was like pretty well revered at when it was released.
You keep complaining.
But yeah, I think Stray might get a couple noms here and there, but I don't think Game of the Year.
At least if I die free.
Again, Neon White, I just feel like it seems to get like really, really good, like it got really good reviews, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it. But also, like, to be fair, like, I didn't hear anyone talk about 13 Sentinels before that got nommed in 2020. But it didn't get nommed for Game of the Year, it only got nommed for Best Narrative, right? So, I don't know. Like, Neon White, I could see getting nommed for like a couple random things, but I don't know if he'll get a Game of the Year nom. Allison saying, Mike Boogie, congratulations, you played Erica the whole season, yeah.
They can't stop what we've
And that, yeah, I mean, there's,
Since you've been
I think that's really funny too, considering, like, obviously the, like, rivalry between Allison and Erica.
today, a deviant arrived in
It's gonna be interesting to rewatch All Stars. I mean, that's still a ways away, isn't it? That's like 3 years away from when I did the video. But still. I also found it funny. Like I didn't like realize this until recently. If I continue doing these 10-year or 20-year later retrospectives, I'm gonna have to do BB9 and BB10 like almost back to back. That's something that didn't really click with me until recently. That because like BB9 was like when was Big Brother? But either way, they were both the same year because like BB9 was because of the writer's strike, but like BB10 was the summer season. So BB9, yeah, it was February to April, and yeah, BB10 was July to September. So it's like those are pretty much back to back. Actually, that's kind of insane when you think about it. That's only like a 2-month gap in between Big Brother US seasons.
I want you to know that.
But it's also like two like probably we're gonna be two of the most fun seasons to talk about. I feel like obviously BB10 just naturally there's a lot of stuff to talk about, but I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of defending of BB9. That would be fun. RPG winner being Pokemon Legends Atreus Arceus. I could kind of see that. I think it'll definitely be nommed, right? Oh, did I fuck up this bad? This was the entire Crossroads chapter? Oh no. I really fucked up this playthrough. Well, we'll see how it goes. Wait. So we never get attacked? Is that because Connor gets... I don't remember how that works. Whatever. Oh, is that also... It's going to be Gabon in there too? That's really funny. Best Pokemon game in a while? That's cool. Yeah, probably won't play it. But, yeah, I hear like a lot of mixed things about modern Pokemon. So.
But you didn't say that there was such a high price to pay for it.
That really just shows how easy it is to put Big Brother on. I mean, pretty much.
Fight, but I don't know. Maybe that's what you were.
Would it be Micronesia? Yeah, because it was even. It would be even number season in the spring. So it would be Micronesia. That's actually a really big one.
You taught me.
Wow, is it Micronesia and BB10? Were those really back to back? That's actually that's really insane, isn't it?
Because our cause was just, and
that's like two really elite seasons of reality television back to back. In July of 2008, and yeah, I think that is the curse stone of Micronesia. Yeah, wow, those are like. So Micronesia and BB9 were on at the same time.
Humans hate us. They want to destroy us because we refuse to be their slaves anymore.
Thoughts on Kenny Clark? I mean, he's the best TV character of all time. I love how I'm just completely fucking this playthrough, but it doesn't matter though.
Help me, Carl.
Again, this is just to remind myself on the game, but still.
Please help me.
Like I love how like I'm unintentionally fucking this playthrough. Actually expecting good things because but Legend Arceus is like a different type of game though, right? Or like isn't that like an open world like I guess they're both technically open world, aren't they? But like I mean like Scarlet and Violet are like is like more of a traditional Pokemon game, right? Or like Arceus is like kind of a different thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think we got Suri. And her legendary run at Micronesia at the same time that we got Crazy James. Thank God.
Our people are
just right
now.
The fucking Eric Reichenbach blindside happened around the same time as the orgies in BB9.
One that very well may determine the future of our people.
To do a Retrospective Pyromaster, probably, like, I'm not intending to do, like, a big one. But I'll probably do some sort of video on Pyromaster at some point.
Angry. And I know you want to fight back. But I
Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning already? Okay. Well, we've been up for 2 hours. I didn't realize we've been live for 2 hours already.
Peacefully that we want justice. And if there's any humanity in them, they will listen. And if not...
Kenny from Gabon is better than Kenny Clark. Kenny from BB Can. Kenny the McDonald's worker.
Are you ready to follow me?
I don't know. Is Kenny from Gabon better than Kenny Clark? I think that's a... I don't think that's an opinion that's gonna hold up. It's got next to taking aspects from Legends. Okay. Wait, so this was Night of the Soul. See, so Connor's just completely dead then, right? I just like completely fuck Connor. I mean to say it like that. Anyway, so Connor's like completely out of the picture then because I fucked up that mission.
At 6 a.m. this morning,
This when Trevor from Gabon is the thing. I mean, gotta love Trevor.
Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is
Again, he got robbed of screen time, obviously.
Electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced.
But Kenny from BB Can do go on return. I think he would have potential. I would suspect he would still fall into the same role though. Like I think he's like kind of too like emotional is not the right term, but like too kind of reactive. To like be like kind of in the background. I think he's still like gonna like speak up for what he believes in, that sort of thing, and that's gonna get him into trouble. So like he's still gonna become like a more alpha presence.
Has the leader of the Deviants been apprehended?
Games for Impact. Probably Plague Tale will be nominated. I don't know. Innocence was nominated, right, for Games for Impact?
Please. Madam President. Please. Over here, please.
Let's see. Please. Games for Impact. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, maybe not then.
Please.
I don't know, what would be nominated for Games for Impact?
Please?
This is so stupid. I'm not, like, what happens if you just don't respond? Are they literally just gonna say please for forever?
Please.
Yeah, it's like, what, like Life is Strange feels like something that, like, obviously that, like, gets nominated every time. And, like, that kind of fits in line with what you would expect.
Madam President.
Like, I don't know what you could do. Like, I don't know what would be nominated for Games for Impact.
Please.
Because, like, it's supposed to be, like, a game that has, like, some sort of social message, right?
Please. Please. Please.
This is so stupid. They literally just keep on saying it.
Army weapon stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm?
I really don't see anything that like sticks out as like a easy nom for that.
Please. Please.
Yeah, I just like scroll through. I don't know.
Please. Please. Over here, please.
This is so stupid. I never realized how stupid this is.
Madam President. Please.
Whatever.
Many believe that androids are a new form of intelligent life.
Who started to float first, June or Allison? I think to fully float Allison. I think June like had like. I think she was like kind of doing it unintentionally first. But I think Allison does it intentionally first, and then like June realizes what Allison is doing and says, "Oh, why don't I do that?" And then she starts doing it. Like that's kind of the sense I get of how that played out. Where like I think June was like playing both sides, but again like not really intentionally, and she ends up picking a side. like by the time of the Dana HOH, she decides to side with Dana and the Stooges, and then like stuck by them following that. And then it wasn't until like Allison starts to float after her HOH that like it seems like June starts to float. Where like June starts to float around like actively float around the time the Nathan boot, if I remember right. Where like Allison had already started by that point.
Thank you. That will be all.
They can not finish Persona 5, just watch the cutscenes. I mean, like obviously, if you're in it for the narrative and just the narrative, then yeah, like it's fine just to watch cutscenes. But like, for me personally, I would just play the entire game. But yeah, it is a massive commitment. Like it takes so fucking long, but still a great game though. Is Allison a good player? Yeah. Is she like an all-time great, like elite player? No, but she's a good player. Definitely has her flaws though. Gabon plot twist. There's a twist where they bring in 2 people, including Trevor. No, I think Trevor. Trevor got to the finale, just no one knew about him. Trevor was the secret mastermind of the season. See, that's why there's no mastermind on Gabon. It was Trevor the entire time. Like, it's gonna be so funny whenever I do eventually stream Persona 5, which, again, I don't know when the fuck that'll be. But, like, it's literally gonna take over 3 months to play through the entire game. How Trevor Phillips do on Gabon? Probably not. I don't think Trevor Phillips would ever... I guess, yeah, if he is gonna fit in on a season, it would be Gabon. But, like, I would assume he wouldn't do well the entire time. Kenny's the mastermind. Is he, though? Romance Haru. I will say I fucking love Haru on the replay. The one I did. Well, I guess when I played Royal, I guess technically for the first time. But because like Haru, like I just did not even bother like doing anything with Haru the first time around. And like that's because like she's the last character to join because it's like I don't feel like I don't feel like the game like incentivizes you that much to spend time with Haru. But not Haru on the replay is really great.
It's gonna take weeks to clean up his fucking.
Lots of Derek and Claire. I think they're fine. I will say, like I'm a bit more all in on. I think Derek and Claire are probably gonna win after writing my review and everything. Where I'm essentially writing it at this point, at least like this last episode on. I think I'm gonna write it as if Derek and Claire win, just because it's like they like. They didn't try to hide it, did they? Like in this last episode, where like they literally have like the moment of like Claire handing Derek the small notes, and like Claire literally says that these are the little things that are going to get us the win or whatever. And then they have like another line about how and when they check in at the end, they literally say that now it feels like we can actually win. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like they're like, it's either like they're really trying to decoy, like make them a decoy winner, or it's like they're really just making it that obvious. Went to Royal expecting to romance Kasumi. You romance Haru second time. You romance Haru even the first time? I romanced on the first time.
My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna.
Actually, I don't remember who I romanced the second. Who did I romance? I guess I can look it up because I have the playthrough.
No, please.
Because I don't have footage of my first playthrough. Well, actually, I guess I couldn't have because they didn't. The original Persona 5, they don't allow you to record footage from it from PS. Well, I guess from PlayStation consoles, which is annoying. But they did for Royal. Then the Royal ending you can't, which is annoying. Which I'm assuming they took off for the PS5 version, so maybe I'll have to buy the PS5. To be fair, if I play Persona 5 on stream, I'll probably buy the PS5 version anyway. Just because it's like, I guess I will. Just because it's like, I need Persona 5 in 60 frames, obviously. fuck me, my Persona 5 Royal playthrough is 141 episodes. And like that's actually, yeah, and that's not even including the yeah, that's only up until the normal ending. Oh wait, did I romance on again? Okay, I guess I romance on twice. Did I? Fuck me. Okay, I guess I did the same thing of romancing the same person twice. Currently, I have Rachel as the worst BBUS winner. She would have been voted out the Luana eviction. Yeah, I think that is definitely, like, if I do like the best or the luckiest moments for Big Brother winner, that'll be Rachel's answer. Because I do think, like, the final 6 on, I think you can argue that she wins anyway, just based on comp results. But yeah, I think that the fact that she gets saved at final 9, or I guess the first final 9, is definitely something. Yeah, I completely fucked this up.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands
Wow,
of
that was
androids
terrible.
are the city at this
But like Dead
very
Rising, I never played much of Dead Rising. I remember like I thought conceptually it sounded really cool, and then I played the original for a few hours, and I just did not like it as much as I thought I would.
Something's happening in Detroit,
but I don't really remember it too well. An extra stream day for Royal. I mean, if we ever do stream Royal, that'll probably be what I would have to do. But again, won't be happening anytime soon. Yeah, like after, so we're finishing Detroit here, obviously. After this, we're gonna play the Tomb Raider trilogy, the reboot trilogy. Then I do want to play Quarry after that, and then I'll be honest, after that, I don't really know what I'm gonna be playing. Like, I was thinking, like, could I play Persona 5 in pieces? Like, the problem with Persona 5 is obviously the fact that it takes forever. Like, it's gonna take months to play. But, like, I wouldn't be opposed to, like, maybe, like, playing, like, the first, like, Palace. And then, like, maybe dropping it for a little bit, and then coming back and then play the second Palace and that sort of thing. Maybe that's how to approach it, if I ever do stream it, but...
Here we are. The moment of truth.
Lost interest when you find out. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of shit, though. I'm thinking that is Japanese culture, though, right? I feel like they aren't progressive enough to be willing to have same-sex romances in games at this point. I still need to play Danganronpa. I completely forgot about that, too. But that'll probably be... Actually, I don't even know when I'll play that. Oh, I forgot. I never even mentioned this. I don't know if Jack's still here, but I did buy Bug Snacks the other day because it went on sale. So I thought it'd be funny, like maybe stream Bug Snacks after we're done with Tomb Raider and the Quarry. Maybe that'll be a funny thing.
There's no turning back now.
Whoever number 1 BB Can player ranking. Again, I've already said this a billion times. It's dang.
This is genocide. You're killing millions of us. We demand the immediate liberation of all androids.
Jay Michelle really screwed up. I truly believe they weren't the best player. I mean, like Jay and Michelle, it's like I don't know how they don't put up Bananas and Nani. Like that's like I think the other decisions like they're bad, but it's like I can kind of see the logic there. I don't get the logic for not putting up Bananas and Nani. Like that's insane to me. Like when they have like such an easy like out there. Where like everyone would have understood it, and they just like don't use it. Instead, like put up Jordan and Nisa and like some of these other vets, but like not the vets that actually put you up. Like that's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think I ever did any side content when I played Dead Rising.
Are you gonna open fire on unarmed
but again, I only played very, very little of the first one. I do own I own 1, 2, and 4 on PS4. So like I could stream them if I wanted to. I just like I feel like I would. I don't know. I thought about doing like maybe a video on Dead Rising at some point, but like I don't know when I would. Like I don't know. It's kind of a weird one to do. Like I think in general, I'm trying to like stay away from doing videos on like games I don't have previous experience with, unless it's like a series I want to. Like I think it was Yakuza. It was a thing of like, okay, this will like get me to actually play Yakuza. And like same thing, to a degree, same thing with Kingdom Hearts, but I guess that was like a bit different. But The Dead Rising, I don't feel like I really need that motivation, so I don't know. That's attacking the police earlier, F up your chances now. I think it does a little bit, right? Because I think your general perception, like the perception of Jericho as a whole plays a factor, if I remember right. Though I'll be honest, I don't fully remember anymore. And that's something I'll need to research a bit when doing the Detroit video. Detroit as a whole is like the game that I probably, like, out of the Quantic Dream games, is the one that will probably take the longest to write the video on, just because, like, something that is actually surprising to me is that there's actually, like, not that detailed of like some like plot summaries for this, where like with Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, I could literally just copy and paste the wiki pages and then like kind of run through them, and that was like an easy way to like make sure like I talked about all the like points I want to talk about. Detroit doesn't have as detailed of like wiki pages and stuff like that, to where I'll probably actually have to do the research myself, which is kind of annoying, but we'll see.
I'm scared.
Top 10 worst one-time challenge players. I mean, that would be an interesting one.
No choice, Alice.
I still think top 10 best is the one to do first, but yeah, like down the road.
You just have to go through the gate. There's nothing to be scared of. I'll be right behind you.
We have about 100. Let's see. Oh, wrong. Fucking spreadsheet.
Wait, just give her a minute. She's just a little girl.
Sorry.
That looks kind of funny.
I'm going.
Alright, here we go. At number 100, I have Marin. So again, obviously, like, very notable player, fucking Marin. Dead Rising 4 gotta be one of my least favorite games ever. It's like the AC Odyssey of Dead Rising. I guess. I kind of forgot how much I hated AC Odyssey though until I watched the Odyssey Broke Me video. And it just like reminded me of like, oh yeah, everything, like pretty much like it's not even just like a shit like Assassin's Creed. It's actually just genuinely a shit game. But
deactivate your skin.
Maybe next year's the year I get a Switch. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's just in general, I don't have as much time to play games anymore, which is obviously like a big thing of like why I'm not getting a Switch. Because like really, I think like it really has always been like a time thing. Towards like, and like, to be fair, like before it was a time thing in the sense that, oh, there's so many games I want to play. And like I don't have time to play the Switch games because I have so many of these other games to play. But it's like now it's like, okay, I've played a lot of the games I want to play. And though to be fair, there's also games I haven't played yet. But it's like also it's like I actually just don't have the time though.
Strip off. Put your clothes in the dumpster.
Where I have Tiffany in top 10 one-time players. I don't remember the actual placement, but I know she's below Vanessa, and I think she's like Eric Stein and Tiffany. I think are kind of like comparable. I don't know. Like I think I said Eric would be above Tiffany, and I probably would still stand by that, but I think they're pretty close. And this, I got the bad ending here the first time I played the game, where like they both died. And what a fucking depressing ending this is. And like the problem, the problem with this entire game, and I guess really the problem with David Cage, is like how blatant like the themes of this are. But it's still really depressing.
I'll do it. Don't leave me. I'll be right back.
What part of next year do I plan on doing GTA 5? So okay, this is kind of the plan right now. So again, like Tomb Raider's next. Like that's the end of like the games I'm doing. Well, really, Tomb Raider 2013 is the end of the games I'm doing videos on for this next batch of videos. But I'm still gonna play the entire trilogy. And like actually, like as of right now, like it should perfectly line up to where we'll finish Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the stream right before the Survivor finale. So I'm not 100% what exactly we'll do for the Survivor finale. I'll probably play, like, I think we'll probably do God of War side content, but I'm not 100% on it. I guess it'll depend on, like, how spoilery it is. Where I don't want to do it if it's, like, if it's, like, pretty much all determined by endgame stuff. But, I don't know, I guess we'll see. But either way, we'll do something random, I guess. But then I want to play the Quarry. And like, I don't know how, like, essentially, again, I'm working on this batch of videos. When I get towards the end of this batch of videos is where, like, I'm going to start playing the games for the next batch of videos, which GTA 5 is part of that. However, it's not going to be the first thing I'm going to do. Like, technically GTA 5 is the first game, I believe, or first video that is coming out. However, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Assassin's Creed games first. So yeah, these are the games I need to play. I need to play GTA 5, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Red Dead 2, Life is Strange 2, and Walking Dead Season 2. Those are the games. However, before playing AC4, I want to play, like, I want to do my, like, typical playthrough the Ezio trilogy that I do once a year. Which at that point, it's like, I feel like I might as well play Assassin's Creed 3, like, really quickly again before AC4. But then we'll play AC4. So I think, though, that will be, like, kind of a string. After AC4, I think that's when I play... I don't know, I'm not going to abandon fucking Alice. But I think after AC4, that's when I play GTA. Because it should play GTA 5, then Red Dead 2, back-to-back.
Alice?
And then... after that will be...
We're together. She needs me.
I don't know how to approach Life is Strange 2. Do I just, like, play just 2? And, like, Captain Spirit, I guess. But, like, do I play 1 before 2? It's like, I don't know if there's a point, considering, obviously, they're, like, pretty radically different games. I guess, like, having the content... But also, it's like, I remember Life is Strange 1, like, really well anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I'll probably just play 2. And I think Walking Dead, we'll probably play Seasons 1 and 2. We'll play 400 Days as well. I think I forgot about that. I think I added the 400 Days retrospective back to the schedule, just because, like, it bothers me that I'm not going to do it, so I think I decided to do it again, but I'm probably going to make it a smaller scale video. To where, like, I think it's going to just be, like, I don't think I'm going to script it. I think it's essentially what I'm doing. To where I think what I'm going to do is just, like, talk more generally about it and, like, kind of talk about, like, each story, but, like, not do, like, super, like, it's not going to be, like, a full-blown retrospective, I guess. Play Bugs. I thought about that, but I feel like it's kind of too distracting. I feel like that's kind of my issue about playing Bugsnax for the Survivor finale. It would be funny. I didn't realize Luther was here.
I thought I'd never see you again. Alice. Where's Alice?
We got separated.
Alice is alone. And here. We have to find her.
Brilliant acting.
You, and you, over this way. And you.
Never seen Ralph post Connor escape?
No, Luther.
Dude, I completely forgot Ralph was in this scene until you just mentioned it. But yeah, I guess that's who we're hearing in the background. Like, I played this game, like, like, it's so weird that I forgot a lot of this game.
No, leave him alone.
Despite the fact that I've, like, played pretty much every scenario in this game. It's like I nearly completed all of the fucking flow charts. Play Ultimate Alliance. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it again, but again, I don't have a way to stream it, though, is the issue.
A little girl.
I thought Tiffany got like 11. Wait, in terms of what? Oh, you're talking about... Wait. You're talking about
They
Survivor.
gathered us all together like this.
Oh, no, we're talking. Okay, yeah, we're getting.
What are they
all-
going to do?
Yeah, yeah, we're talking about tipping from Big Brother before. Which GTA protag would do the best on Big Brother? BB Can? Like, really none, right? But probably Franklin, right? I guess would probably do the best. What are the other characters? It's Trevor and Michael, right? That's the other one.
So you were captured too?
The humans found us. They said we were monsters.
Wait, who is this?
They killed most of us. Put the others in
This is such a depressing scene, though. Obviously, it's like very heavy-handed in how depressing it is. But like the fact that like you meet all the characters you came across as Kara, and like they're all fucking about to die in a fucking like a incineration camp. Is that what it's called? Yeah. What a fucking depressing. Whatever. Alright. Marvel Ultimate Alliance does a hold up over time. The game is a pain. I didn't like it at the time. So again, I feel like I wouldn't like it now, but we'll see. I guess. Well, I don't know if we will see, but I would like to actually give it another shot.
Alice?
Cool. Am I gonna fuck this up to the point where I don't even get to Alice? Zach followed you on Instagram today? Well, that's something. Oh, so we're fucked now. I didn't know that was a thing.
Alice? The little girl I was with. Have you seen her?
I love how, like, I never actually put that together. This is essentially the Jason thing.
You saved my life back there. They would have killed me if it weren't for you.
I mean, Survivor? I mean, even then, it's probably still Franklin. I don't know. Franklin's, like, a bit too, like... No, I guess it could. It probably still is Franklin. Like, I feel like Michael's, like, too schemy. Like, he's too, like... He's, like, a very, like, David Samson sort of, like, character. Trevor's fucking Trevor. So it's like, I guess that kind of just leaves us with Franklin.
Humans are bad. Ralph always knew humans were bad. They want to hurt Ralph.
Hell's Kitchen, someone was asked how much they want to stay, and she said, I don't know, like a 9. Did she make it through? I think that's the truth test there. No? So 9 wasn't good enough? I mean, how much do they want? What am I looking for? Does it really have to be a 10?
Jerry?
Is Mark the best international reality player? Best, like, in general, no.
They separated us. But it's all gonna work out, isn't it?
Is he even, like, the best of the year? I'm trying to think.
Do you know where Alice is?
It's probably. 9.01 could have been enough, probably. I think that'll probably be like,
No, yes.
yeah, that probably would have been, that would have sealed the deal. Rob Dixon, yeah. I mean, Rob Dixon, yes and no. Like, I think it's tough to, like, equate Rob Dixon to the modern day. I think is the issue. Or, like, Rob Dixon, like, plays one of the most impressive games, like, really of all time, when we're looking at, like, win equity and positioning and that sort of thing. But it's like, one, again, like, I think he does make a move that, like, while, like, impressive that he was able to make, like, he was willing to make as cutthroat of a move as he did, like, at the final 6, it's also, like one that burns jury votes. So it's like, I don't know, not great. And then, yeah, it's like, also, it's like, again, like, his game is, like, perfect to old school Survivor. So, like, I just don't think it would be effective nowadays. But, again, we'll never know. We'll literally never know.
What's behind these doors?
Self-defense.
What's behind these? What's behind these doors? What's behind these doors?
Why?
Behind these doors?
Why does he always play the thing right when we're fucking doing this?
What's behind these doors? What's behind these doors?
This is so stupid. Why is he just like conveniently saying this at the moment that we do this every time?
What's behind these doors? What's behind these doors? What's behind these
Wait, it's also coming from like different sides too. Like one's coming from the left and the other one's coming from the right. Whatever.
Jerry?
Stupid.
Jerry?
Well, school strategic thinkers were ahead of their time and could thrive
Jerry,
today.
we'll have to find Alice. Do you
Like
know where she
Stacy,
is?
I think is like ahead of her time,
Stay
but
here.
like also is just
We come
like
back
doesn't
soon.
seem to be that good socially. To where like I don't know if she actually would have done well, even in the modern day.
Are you okay?
But like maybe she could have been like an Ellie.
I don't like this.
I think that's probably like the best case scenarios being like Ellie from this season, but still not like that great of a player.
Wait a minute. Leave her alone.
I think Kathy was ahead of her time, but like obviously she does well. Cause everyone except for Marcus, that's what's gonna. I can assure you that's what's happening here. And like Marcus might also die. Like that's definitely not out of the realm of possibility.
What's behind these doors? What's behind these doors?
Why is he saying this?
Come on, this way. Get moving.
I actually think a Celebrity Australian Survivor retrospective would actually be kind of fun. Yeah, I fucked that up, right? She's fucked. Okay, Poppin'. That's great. This is the fucking PS5 version. Why is there still like so much like? I feel like load times are still like pretty slow when you're like reloading the game and everything, and then they're still like popping and everything. So you would think on the PS5 they wouldn't have that, but okay. But I think Celebrity Australian Survivor would be fun. I think like the ones I'm not looking forward to are like. I guess it would still be fine, the Australian Survivor ones. I was going to say, like, Australian Survivor, like, 2016, 2017, but, it's like, I guess there's still going to be fun stuff to talk about. It's just that, obviously, it's going to be, like, a lot. Like, there's, 26 episodes for both of those. Queen Stacy wouldn't be a pre-jury flop. I mean, she's already a pre-jury flop. Panama, Malaysia. I mean, like, I think Malaysia might be rough. I don't know. Like, Panama, I think there's, like, some... Like, I'm actually, like, interested in rewatching... To be fair, I'm interested in rewatching both of them. Like, I wouldn't mind rewatching both of them right now. So I feel like those should be fine. To be honest, I think the one that I'm probably the least interested in rewatching is probably Champions of the SA seasons. Like, even though Champions is like the best of the first 5, it's like also probably the one that I've like. It's the one that I watched the most. And then also, it has like, again, it's like it's one longer. It's also like pretty inconsistent. To where I feel like if I were to watch it right now, it would pretty much annoy me. Borneo doesn't count. I mean, yeah, but I also feel like she also like just isn't that good. Will I play Hogwarts Legacy? Probably not at launch, but I'll probably play it eventually. And like really, like, and actually, I was trying to think of this. Like, what in 2023 am I buying at launch? I don't think there's much. Like 2021 was the same way. And like really in general, it's like with the channel and like spoiler reviews. At this point for me, like spoiler reviews are delegated to things I'm like watching or playing like immediately after release. To where I had no spoiler review in all of 2021. Like this year so far I had Horizon, then Plague Tale, and then now I'm gonna have God of War. And then like nothing in 2021. 2022 I had Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, AC Valhalla, and Cyberpunk. So I bought 4 games that year. I have nothing. I guess I had nothing 2019 either. Also, I have Adventure's Endgame. But yeah, like I don't think I'm gonna get anything at like 2023, it's like I'm not looking at anything as like things I'm going to buy right away. Forspoken, like I wanted to at first, but like it kind of looks kind of shit. I mean, like I think it'll be like I think it'll be a very middle of the road game to where like the fact that it's coming out in January, I think I can wait. Like if it was coming out in like November, I probably would buy it at launch just because it's like, well, it's already close to the end of the year and it's probably not going to drop in price too much before like I would want to like talk about it. But like it's coming out like in January, it's going to drop in price pretty quickly. I feel like by May, it's going to be like $20. Like I think it's gonna. I think it is PS5 exclusive though, so I think that's probably something to factor in. But still, it's going to drop in price pretty quickly. I feel like to where like I can wait until like May or June to play it. So that's probably what I'll do. Like a Dragon Ishin is probably a bit more interesting to me. I'll probably still wait though. Like I'm looking at the games for next year, so it's like you got One Piece Odyssey, which that can definitely wait. Though I do want to play it, but again, I'll wait. Persona 3 and 4, I'll probably just not have time to play those at launch. Forspoken, again, I'll buy later. Dead Space, I'll probably buy later. I forgot Dead Island 2 is coming out in February, but also I don't really care. Hogwarts Legacy, definitely I'll buy later. Let's see. Like a Dragon Ishin, again, I think I can wait on that. What else do we got? Octopath Traveler's coming out on PS4 and PS5. Yeah, I didn't know that was happening. Skull and Bones is still a thing.
Marcus!
No.
Marcus, come look!
Resident Evil 4 is probably like a debate. I probably won't buy it though at launch. Again, I think that's another one that I can probably wait a bit. And that's really it that has like official release dates. I guess we can look at like what else is coming out. Oh yeah, I forgot Assassin's Creed fucking Mirage. I forgot I pre-ordered that. I guess I'll do a video on that. I guess. Lollipop, is that next year? I actually do want to play that genuinely. The Lollipop Chainsaw remake. I loved Lollipop Chainsaw when it first came out. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Whatever. I guess we're killing Marcus now.
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
Nope, it's not. We really shouldn't. I'm just scrolling through the rest of the games. Expanse, Telltale series. That's I'll probably say no, right? Oh yeah, Callisto Protocol is still this year, isn't it? I completely forgot about that until... No, that's this year. That's December. So I'll probably try to play that. But yeah, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'll buy that at launch for sure. 16, I'll probably buy at launch. So, again, 16 is going to be what? Is that like June or so? Yeah, like mid-2023, so I think like June or so is probably when that's going to be. 7 Rebirth, like, I'm actually expecting it to fall into 2024, but it might be 2023. But I'll buy that at launch for sure.
What do you mean?
Like, really, that's probably my most anticipated game after,
I give you my word, your life will be spared. You'll be detained.
After Ragnarok at this point. Like, now that, like, all these games are out, it's like, that's probably the next most anticipated one that's announced. Oh, Spider-Man! Spider-Man's next year.
You asking me to betray my people?
Yeah,
I'm offering you the chance to save.
I'll get Spider-Man. Oh, is Like a
out of here, Marcus.
That Like a Dragon Gaiden? That's next year.
The lives of those around you.
The Man Who Erased His Name. That's such a badass title, though. I do love that title. I'll buy that.
If I accept your offer, how do I know you'll keep your word?
Yeah, like Ishin, I feel like I can wait because, like, at the end of the day, it's like it's probably gonna be good, but it's also gonna be like a side story that I don't think it's gonna have much relevance in anything. Where like, yeah, The Man Who Erased His Name, at least that like actually connects to Like a Dragon or Like a Dragon 8. There we go. So I'll probably buy that at launch.
You could be free, Marcus,
and maybe do a video on it.
To live among the humans.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 I'll definitely buy at launch.
The lives of your people. Freedom for you. All you have to do is say
That
the word.
might be it. Oh, I don't know. Do I buy Jedi Survivor? Probably not. I refuse deal.
I'd
You accept
rather
he dies,
die
I know.
here than betray my people.
Well, you just have your own
Justice
platform.
League, I feel like I can wait. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, Wolf Among Us 2. I'll buy Wolf Among Us 2 at launch. I don't know, though. It's still going to be episodic, though, right? That's kind of annoying. I don't like that's going to be episodic. As in, like, actually release episodic, I should say. Because, like, I wish they would just release... Like, I wish they would do, like, a True Colors sort of approach, but they're not. Will Mirage be good? No, I can assure you that. I don't even know why I'm buying it. I know why I'm buying it, because, like, there was a fucking, like, deal for, was it $10 gift card to pre-order Mirage? And I was like, okay, this could be, like, a funny, like, I don't know, like, final review of Assassin's Creed, I guess, of a new Assassin's Creed.
About to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid.
But yeah, I'm not expecting it to be good at all, especially considering there's no fucking gameplay yet. And the game's supposed to be out in like a few months. The game doesn't allow androids to take over. In what way? Like, they allow you to lead like a revolution and everything, and to win the revolution. And, like to do it in a like an aggressive way or whatever. But you have to like actually do things right. Like you have to like not fuck anything up, or it fails.
Come on, let's go.
New SpongeBob. Oh, I can't wait for that. Obviously, you know, Automata anime ears. Is it going to be like? Is it a retelling? Okay, it looks like it's new. Yeah, it looks like it's a new story, it seems like. Yeah, that's cool. I probably, like, realistically, I probably won't watch it, but I'll probably look up what happens. Is Taylor from Legend X a bad player? Yes.
Kara!
No, Alice, don't move!
But I'm scared.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if BB-25 is Heroes vs. Villains, I don't think they'll name it Heroes vs. Villains. Then I guess, what do you name it? Like, just good guys versus bad guys? I don't know.
I can attract the guard's attention.
And Paul Walker, I think, is like... I don't think he's, like, bad TV. I think he's just, like, kind of forgettable. Guess what video this is from? They get it as they film, so it's not to be trusted as giving us the Genius? Oh. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely like, they're definitely dying here, right?
Yes. They're going to kill us.
They need to offer gift cards for AC now. Technically it was Best Buy doing the gift card, but yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming Mirage is just going to be terrible. But, one, it's already, like, only a $50 game, and then also a gift card, so I was like, okay, whatever.
You set for what?
And, like, also, anyway, I wanted to play... I forgot, that was also a factor, is that I'm going to do a ranking of the Assassin's Creed games in 2024, for sure, anyway. Oh, History of the Winter edit? Okay, I guess that... I mean, it wouldn't be surprising I say that, but when did I say that? But yeah, like the I wanted to play Mirage by that point anyway. Because like I wanted that to be the kind of final ranking, not really, but like still like that'll be a ranking before Infinity. So that'll essentially be a ranking of every pre-Infinity game. So it's like Mirage would be included in that anyway, so. Oh, it was a comment. Okay. Well, that's just dumb then. Okay, that's part of the reason why I thought it was the genius, because like I thought that was something I said, to which I like that would be in line with the genius. Man, they edit as they film. I mean, to a degree. I'm too fair. Like they don't anymore, do they? They did in Borneo, though. I know.
Back in line.
But I believe nowadays they don't. They don't start filming until, or they don't start editing until the season's finished film.
I'm coming over to you.
Back in line.
And they also edit non-linearly. Like multiple episodes are being edited at the same time by different people, but obviously under the like direction of the producers. You gonna ask for Disco Elysium for Christmas? Have you not played Disco Elysium? She just ran through a person. That's great. Al's dead. That's great. I've never seen this actually, have I?
Come
I think I don't remember this ending.
Back in line.
Well, that's great. Paul from Undersea Next is a better player than Tony, obviously.
Go on,
Overwatch and Detroit Become Human are similar in what way? Where is Janine ranked in worst players to make merge? I don't know if she's actually in the top 10. I think she played one of the worst games to make the merge, but I don't know if she's the worst player. Cool, we fucked this up really bad. That's great. Yeah, like, is she worse than Tarzan? Probably not. Oh yeah, I haven't played this. Yeah, Disco Elysium is really good. I would definitely
interrupting this news
recommend
to
it.
bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade.
I remember I wanted to do a video on Disco Elysium. I just don't think it's feasible at this point. It's like there's just like so many different like scenarios and everything, and also like realistically, like gameplay wise, it's like not the most riveting like video wise. So where like obviously like a lot of it's just like text, dialogue, and that sort of thing. So it's like even when editing the Games of Generation video that I talked about Disco Elysium in, it was even tough to put that together just because it's like, well, what do I even fucking show? It's like I've done because like most of the time it's just a fucking like it's essentially a static image, which to be fair, I mean that's what most of the channel actually is. But like when it comes to video game stuff, I don't like I want to actually have the game footage. So it's like not much is going on in most of the footage, which is like kind of the thing that makes it like bothersome to me. Janine and Jason Siska have similar endgame. I disagree with that in the sense that I think people like Janine, where like no one likes Jason Siska. I guess you're saying similar in terms of like how they go out of the game. I guess that's what you're saying, but like I think in terms of like win equity and everything, I think Janine had a lot more win equity than Jason Siska had. Sing, right? Saves you here. I should sacrifice just so everyone would be fucking dead.
Thanks, Michael. Back to you in the studio.
Which one's Eastward?
Wait a minute. Something's happening.
I don't feel like I remember this game. This is from a year ago. Oh, it's only on Switch. for consoles. See, Chloe spoiled us when she sang at the beginning of the of the stream.
Hold on just a little while longer.
Sing killed your grandma? Well, that's sad. Flossy's right. Oh yeah. By the way, that was what I would have guessed if I read that out loud. But yeah, again, like I feel like a lot of that comes from like again, like the game isn't outplay outlast. That's literally just I don't know, whatever. Again, I've talked about that a billion times now. Again, like outplay outlast is literally just a fucking slogan they created, like after the fact. That's not what the actual. That's not actually what the game fundamentally is. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that is a choice you're given, right?
Incredible. The Deviants.
It's found juror ranking, so what? I guess.
The Deviants are singing.
Probably what, like Terry Dietz would be one that it's mentioned for. I guess Rick, to a degree. No, Rick's placement is obviously the edge more than anything.
Just a little while longer. Sing on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
At some point you want to rebuy Persona 5. Yeah, I think that'd be cool to have all those on Switch, all those portable. Again, like obviously I just don't really go many places, so it's like I don't even know when I would use them. But again, like just the concept of having the games like Persona 5 and Nier Automata and stuff like that mobile is really cool. But yeah, I think like if you played them already on. Oh, wait, what? I've never seen that before. I thought you sang they keep you alive. I've never seen the one you get killed after you sing. Yeah, I guess that's why. I guess that is a factor of like your public perception as the matter to get the correct ending. But wow, I've never seen that before. That's so funny that you sing and you just don't give a shit.
Or whether they didn't really feel these emotions.
The violence of the androids turned the country.
So everyone died. I literally got an everyone dies playthrough without trying.
Did we shoot
That's
down
great.
intelligent beings that were simply fighting for their freedom?
That is why I have called for the android destruction to be suspended until further notice. I have also ordered a Senate Select Committee to review the facts, establish contact with the Deviants, and determine
that's
if
great.
they can be considered.
This will also be very helpful towards the retrospective. Is that another comment? Hate the Terry ranking below Eddie? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not saying Terry's a worse player than Eddie. I just think he played a worse game based off my criteria. Which, at the end of the day, doesn't fucking matter. I just find it so funny how people like get so upset over rankings. But to be fair, that's like a lot of the basis of the channel. Is over people getting upset over my rankings. Then Kellyanne's hot. I think definitely. What the fuck? I love how literally that's the ending of the game. What a masterpiece! Bravo. But yeah, I thought Kellyanne was really hot back in the day. Like, as in, like, not back in the day as in, like, I knew who she was back in the day, but as in her on the island and the ruins and stuff like that. Nowadays, I mean, she's fine. I feel like she looks like she's, like, again, no offense to Kellyanne, but I feel like she looks like she's older than she actually is. Like, she's only 36, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I would have guessed, like, slightly older. Politicians. Yeah, I mean, 100% it's supposed to be like Hillary Clinton, right? Like that's who it's supposed to be inspired by. Actually, I want to look this up. How much I have to work with the Detroit video in terms of. Okay, yeah. So like, yeah, there's no like detailed plot summary of Detroit, which is what was kind of annoying when it comes to doing a retrospective. Because like with the Heavy Rain Beyond Two Souls ones, I just like copied the like detailed plot summaries and then like kind of ran through the game from that. There really isn't that with Detroit, so instead I copied all the flow charts. But like that's gonna be like a lot tougher to run through. But no, we'll see how it goes. But this week, I think I'm going to focus I'm going to focus on playing God of War until it's done, and then make the review. But outside of that, when I'm not playing God of War, I want to focus on the Survivor 43 review. Or I want to get caught up with that by ideally the end of the week, I would say. Probably by like this time next week, I'd like to be fully caught up, but don't know how feasible that actually is going to be. But we'll see. Especially if I'm going to finish and make the God of War review. But I don't know. Anyway, but then after Survivor 43, I think I'm going to write the Detroit video next, even though it's technically not the next chronologically. Where technically the Road Rule All-Stars video and the Avengers Infinity War video and the Genius video, like all those come out before it. But obviously I just finished playing Detroit, so it's I feel like I might as well get that done. As close to when I finished it, especially because I don't have the notes, the detailed notes that I do with these other shows. I think Kellyanne's really great TV on both The Island and The Ruins. She's a really great underdog figure. And then also she's just fine. Not as fun. Wait. Music by Philip Shepard. A specialist made the music for Kara. That's actually really funny. I never noticed that. The fucking composer's name is Philip Shepard. I want to look up this Philip Shepard. What happens if you look up Philip Shepard? Oh, it actually is the composer. So, I guess the Survivor Philip Shepard's not good enough. Wait, he also did the score for Force Awakens? That's really random. But good for him, I guess. Throw up on Redemption Island made music for Fallen Angel of Dave vs. Goliath. Of course, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm sure Philip Shepard was watching Dave vs. Goliath. He was so pissed off that Kara Kay didn't win the season, so it's oh my god, I gotta make music for her. But I see that there's already a whole bunch of Black Friday sales going on right now. I think this is the first Black Friday season that I haven't been paying attention to sales at all. Just because I really don't care that much. I'll probably try to buy some things here and there, but I'm also I don't know. I'm just kind of out of it when it comes to games from this year, outside the ones that I'm obviously really, really into. I don't feel any dire need to buy anything. And really, it's a lot of these games I already own. Now I'm looking at the stuff on sale. It's the medium's on sale for $15, which is not a bad price for the medium, but it's also I already fucking own it. Record arrangements for the anthems of 2012 Olympics. Well, good for Philip Shepard. Play some Mario Party 3. I would love to replay Mario Party 3. I don't own it anymore though. Like I love the like I used to play like Mario Party 3, Mario Party 4, I think Mario Party 5. But anyway, like I like 3 and 4 I know I played like a lot of when I was a kid, and I don't think I own either of them now, right? I know I don't own any of the N64 Mario Parties. And Mario Party... Actually, let's see. Do I own Mario Party 4? I do not. I own 6 and 7 for some reason. And I own 8, I know. And I own 9, don't I? Do I have 9? Yeah, I do have 9. Yeah. I don't know why the fuck I own 9. But I own those. So yay. Metal Gear Solid, is that what we're talking about, MGS? No, I'm not really that big of a fan. I've played most of them. Actually, I played all but 3 to some degree, but I've just never really gotten big into the series. 6 was when you played most as a kid. I think by 6 I kind of trailed off. Like 6 was like 6 is like really 6 on. Like all those are like games I got when I was collecting over games I had when I was a kid. I've been thinking about this recently. I really want to get back into like selling, like essentially like working on my collection again. Because I really haven't for a few years at this point. I can't even think of the last time I actually sold shit, and I think it was had to be the last time I moved, right? I'm looking it up right now. When was the last time I actually sold stuff? And like, or like trade in stuff. It's been a while. Holy shit, it actually has really been a while. Like I'm scrolling because like on Backloggery, which is like a site that you can catalog like your collection and everything. I keep that updated. It's like I can't even like find the last time I've been to like a game store. It's been like literal years. Yeah, is this it? Like fucking 2018? It's been that long? I guess that's like no, wait, maybe after. So I mean that was technically before the last time I moved, but it's been a while. I really need to, like I really want to start working on the collection again, but I just like I'm kind of too lazy to be honest. As part of it, especially because like I feel like I would have to go through the collection again because I haven't really since I moved. Like it's really just been like sitting here in like the same same way I put it together. Outside of obviously like the PS4 stuff, just because I'm buying more of that, and outside of me buying Survivor Wii, and Amazing Race Wii, which thank God I bought those. Then they say all global, yeah, that is the thing that I find very wrong. They did say that all the global championship shows would be on Paramount Plus, and then from what I understand, there are no plans as of right now to put Challenge Australia, which is like really weird. Like why'd they go back on that? And it's like really weird too because like so they want people to watch Challenge Global without having access to the other shows. That's really weird too. Oh, I did see the Double Agents. Yeah, Double Agents is on Paramount Plus now. That's something. Least favorite word and why is it misremembering? I feel like that's not. Is misremembering? I feel like my least favorite word is probably something like, I mean, outside of like slurs and stuff like that, it's probably like moist or something like that. But yeah, I feel like actually I really need to go through my collection again because like I feel like there's like so much shit in my collection that one I don't want anymore, despite me like deeming it as stuff that I would keep back in the day, and then also I feel like there's stuff that I like took out of the collection that I would actually keep nowadays. Like I feel like there's stuff that I sold that I actually in retrospect should have kept. like things like the Splinter Cell games. I think I should have kept in retrospect, because I actually wouldn't mind like trying to play all those. And to be fair, last time I sold stuff, it was like before I like thought of having the channel, to where like now I feel like that's something I wouldn't mind doing for the channel, is doing like some sort of video on the Splinter Cell games. But and like I think like James Bond games is another thing I'd probably in retrospect should have kept, because I wouldn't mind like playing those and doing some sort of video on it. But oh well, I guess. Good or bad episode of Ride or Dies? Pretty meh. Good-ish. Middle of the road, I think. At the end of the day, it's still Modern Challenge. But I thought it's solid. Lunchbox or Lunchables? Definitely not Lunchable. Like sometimes cafeteria food, sometimes lunch from home. Kind of a mixed sort of thing. Oh, did I actually get a couple of new things? Oh, whoa, I actually got a whole bunch of new things. That's probably because I never fucked it up this bad before. Wow, look at all this new shit I got. Because, like, despite me having tried to do 100% completion at one point, and too far, I didn't get this far at this point. I kind of gave up. I just tried to get, like, most of the big endings. But even then, I didn't get this ending. That's so funny that I did not know that was the thing that could happen. Is that you could sing and just they don't give a shit. Yeah, like here, like Singing and Kissing North leave you up to the public reception, to which I guess I fucked it up so bad that they still killed me. Watching Amazing Race Australia 2, finish episode 4. When's Grace? Sort of be a good character. I don't remember the exact episode, but there's a particular scene that's very notable with her, and maybe someone else. Shortlist the games. Astral Chain's pretty. I would love to play Astral Chain. That's one I definitely would get if I had a Switch. Disco Elysium, Eastward, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Xenoblade 1, all Zelda games. How many Zelda games are there on Switch? I should never even thought about that. I guess there is like HD remasters, right? And then is there anything else? Next video, is Uncharted retrospective on Wednesday, so most people don't care. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I did make some schedule changes, nothing major, just moving around some Survivor videos. I think this Saturday I'm going to do the Final Immunity Challenge video. The ranking of all the Final Immunity Challenges. Originally I was going to release that later, like closer to the finales, but I kind of realized like schedule-wise, it's kind of, it's a bit wonky, especially like considering the, pretty much the post-merge video just did okay, and then the Uncharted video is obviously not going to do well. I feel like I might as well leave like a bigger video for next, even though I don't even think that video is going to do that well. But in comparison to the like other possible videos, they're all like relatively short, like as in like 30 minutes or less, or like that video is like almost an hour. So I feel like I'd rather just release that one there. And then we got Walking Dead retrospective, Telltale retrospective next Wednesday. And then after that is recasting Blood vs. Water. Survivor Blood vs. Water, the US version. So that's something. God of War spoiler review will be the Monday after whenever I finish it. And I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be a Monday, but I don't know. Whenever I finish it, it'll probably be the next like non-main day because it'll be an extra video. And yeah, redividing the tribes and the heroes and villains for half fraternity seasons. That's a video coming up. That's a Wednesday video. Just because it's like, who the fuck gives a shit about that video? It'll be so funny if that video actually performs well, though. So are you still giving the choice here of getting rid of her? No. But, yeah, that's the rest of the month. So, yeah, Uncharted retrospective, Final Immunity Challenge ranking, Walking Dead Season 1 retrospective, which, again, is almost 2 hours. I actually did rewatch it the other day. which again, I still really like it. I think in retrospect, something I've noticed, and this is something like I didn't really pick up on until I was editing The Last of Us Part 1 retrospective, and I kind of noticed that it's been happening ever since I've edited video game videos on my new PC, is that for some reason the footage slows down. It's like kind of like, it seems like it's slowed down by like, I don't know, by like maybe 0.25 or something. I don't know why that is. And it's really weird. Like I don't get it. And like I genuinely don't know why it is that way. Because like, and something I noticed is that it's also like seems even slower even when not even playing it in Premiere, when like just playing it normally. Like, and like I looked it up and like supposedly like RAM is like usually the issue, but like it feels weird that like, why am I able to edit this on my like old PC which had less RAM than this one? So I don't fully get why that's happening. But it's like also a thing that like I don't really care enough to really change. I don't know. Like maybe, like I think I might test out like speeding up the footage next time I do a video game video, like probably for the Ragnarok video, like speeding it up by like maybe like 0.1 or something and see if that fixes it. But yeah, something I really didn't notice. But if you watch like my Last of Us video, my Plague Tale video, you can tell that like the footage is like slower than it should be. And I don't 100% know why, but I don't know. It's I guess it is what it is. Until I figure out exactly, is that Scarlett Johansson? It's definitely not, considering they're definitely not paying Scarlett Johansson to do this game. Who does play Chloe? It is, never heard of her. Gabrielle Hirsch. She's a French actress. Wait, is she in Life is? She's in Life is Strange.
You're okay today.
Wait, she's Kristen in fucking Beyond Two Souls. That's so funny. So she's the like bratty like teenage girl in Beyond Two Souls. Oh, she's just fucking motion capture for Chloe Price in Life is Strange. So she's not actually in like she's not like an actual character in Life is Strange. So they use her motion capture. Yeah, she literally is the fucking kid, the bully kid in the party chapter of Beyond Two Souls. So that's great. She was asked who her favorite character is, and she said Carl. Cool. Imagine saving the androids in the end and telling her no. Yeah, that would be funny. Do I think Challenge Australia will fall into the Australian TV curse? I don't think so, considering I believe it's... Yeah, I think it's going to be 12 episodes, is my guess. Especially because, like, something I am... Like, I didn't pick this up until recently, but, like, I'm assuming this is the case that...
A man has not discovered something he will die for.
It does seem like this, like... That the Traitors and the Challenge were, like, intended to be aired back-to-back. As, like, they're two shows that are half the length of a typical Australian TV show. So, like, typically Australian TV shows are 24 episodes. Yet both of those, or, like, The Traitors was 12 episodes. And then this, I'm assuming, is 12 episodes. I'm assuming this is going to be 12 episodes. Calls the old man in the quarry. Yeah, I did know that too, which is funny. Again, it'll be funny to replay when we get around to replaying the quarry. Because again, I got the shit ending the first time. I want to try to avoid that, but like knowing how things go on stream, more than likely I'll get the shit ending again, which I think will just make it even funnier. But I don't know. We'll try it out. But again, it won't go well. You think this guy would be the next Matt Rogers? Who is this guy? Oh, is this guy's on Heroes vs. Villains?
We need need to
I don't
proceed
know,
to
maybe.
a test of your control.
Probably not. I don't know. It matters, yeah, I think it matters like how like into the game they are.
The test is now complete. Thank you for your cooperation.
Who else do they have on this article? So there's gonna be an Olympian on it too. I really have not like looked into who the newbies are. Like I've seen like their image and everything, and like seen like a list of their names, but I just don't know who they actually are. Wait, why is it? This article says the last season of Australian Survivor was won by Mark Holmes. It's Mark Wales, right? It's definitely not Mark Holmes, right? Yeah, it's Mark Wales. Like they don't have the right fucking name in the article. Oh, worse than everyone got infected. I got everyone killed.
Until you decide what happens, everything is happening at once, like in Detroit.
But yeah. Loving Sarah? Which Sarah are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about The Amazing Race, aren't we? Yeah, Sarah. Wasn't she going to be on Challenge Australia, by the way? That was the thing, right? Is that she was actually on the cast of Challenge Australia at one point? And then got kicked off? But, yeah. She's great. Amazing TV. She later ended up being on Married at First Sight. That's why she would have been on Challenge Australia, not because of Amazing Race. Oh, is that a thing? Is that you can, if everyone gets infected, you can cure them later? That's interesting. Top 10 most cringy contestants of all time. Russell, again, maybe. Brandon, I think, yeah. Sherry Beatham. Okay. Kat Ederson, I mean, fine. Rodney. Cochran. I love how like these are all like people from the same era. Okay, I guess you got Billy Garcia then. Philip Shepard. And Angelina. Okay, cool. Coach.
Remember, you can change the difficulty settings in the options section.
I guess like how do you define cringe? Like I feel like is Coach cringe? Like I think Coach is just like funny. And I guess same thing as with Angelina, but I guess like some people would consider that cringy. Expected her to break up her boyfriend. I mean, I think you could tell that was gonna happen just from like watching the season, like just like, watching like the first couple episodes. You can tell, yeah, this is definitely not gonna last. Who is this? Ranjali Rao. But she's on Survivor. Like, yeah, I haven't paid attention, but like, are these all like quasi celebrities? Like, are there any normal people on this season of Australian Survivor? He's like, based on what it's looking like, it does look like it's a lot of like already famous people, which to fair, again, that's Australian, like Australian Survivor nowadays anyway, but still, it seems like to an even more ridiculous degree.
By the way, I'm an ST-200 model. I mean,
by the way, I love how like I look up Australian Survivor Heroes and Villains, like my videos is something that comes up. I love how yeah, this is also like Sonic Frontiers is already $40. I love how like it literally just came out not even a week ago and it's already dropped $20. Which like even then I'm probably gonna wait, but still it's funny how quickly that dropped. Sarah needs to go on Survivor. I think it'll be funny. She wouldn't I feel like she definitely wouldn't last, right? What's her name again? It's like Sarah Rosa or something, right? But she's great though. Great TV. Yeah, Sarah Rosa. She has 370,000 Instagram followers. Different. She doesn't look that different. I mean, she's like maybe like a little bit heavier, but it's like not in a bad way. But it's like I think she pretty much like
the most important thing is not
looks
to live,
mostly the same.
but to have a reason.
Just obviously like it's been however many years.
That's a quote from Jean Genot, a French writer.
I see she has a what is this? I'm like looking at her Instagram. Like for Halloween, she has a picture of her standing next to a piece of meat. Oh, is that a Hocus Pocus thing? I don't fucking know. I never watched Hocus Pocus. I watched a trailer of Challenge Australia. I watched the fucking premiere of Challenge Australia. But yeah, I did watch the trailer also. Top 10 most unfair vote offs. Sylvia, I mean, like, I don't know. That's not like the top one that comes to mind, but I guess like you can say.
You might be interested to know that.
Michelle Yee, okay, fine. Suri, yeah. Pascal, I mean, no, Pascal's just a fucking idiot. He's all he had to do is fucking not vote for Kathy. Like, I love it, like, because, like, realistically, if we're going by, like, the normal rules for rocks, like, Pascal should have been auto-eliminated by rocks. Like, the fact that he even had to go to rock, like, the fact that he even went to rocks is actually lucky for Pascal, considering the actual rules are that Kathy and Nalia are supposed to be immune, to where Pascal would be the only person to even be eligible to be taken out by rock.
If you find the game too easy or too difficult, remember you can change the difficulty settings in the options section.
Let's see. Malcolm, sure. Jamal, I mean, Jamal was already on his way out, but obviously, like, they just further sunk him. Aaron, I guess. Jonathan Libby and Wanda, I mean, they, like, weren't technically voted off, but sure, I guess. Candace Cody and whatever. Wait, they just added in a fucking Australian Survivor one? And of someone that didn't get voted. Wait, is this the same article? Wait, oh, they put the wrong fucking bait in! Oh my god. I'm like, what? Oh, this is so stupid. They put the wrong bait in. They put Baden from Australian Survivor, but they put fucking Baden from AU4 instead of Baden from Brains vs. Brawn. Like, the description is from Brains vs. Brawn, but they fucking put the picture and the name of Baden from AU4. So, again, well-researched article here. And then they have the fucking video. Oh my god, this is even fucking dumber. Because they have this is the most unfair vote-offs, and they post a link to a video of Baden from AU4 when they're talking about Baden from Brains vs. Brawn. However, the name of the fucking video is Australian Survivor runner-up, Baden. Just like you just said, he had an unfair vote-off. That's so fucking stupid. Whatever. Thoughts of Premiere of Australia? I thought it was good. It still has like issues with Modern Challenge, but it also did have a lot of fighting. Had some hookups. It did feel like, again, kind of felt like a mix of old and new. But I think like when it comes to challenge, like the actual challenges, it still felt very like Modern Challenge, and not in a good way. Where I just found the daily to be mostly boring.
Did you know Detroit was on the Underground Railroad?
Should have played on
a
easy.
Route for slaves escaping into Canada during the American Civil War.
Yes, I forgot actually. I'm trying to remember. In the Quarry, is there an easier mode on the Quarry?
Accessing the options.
Maybe I'll end up doing that when I play the Quarry on here. But yeah, like here, yeah, I should have gone for casual. I should have not killed everyone. And Billy and Susan, again, like, they were barely there. I barely know anything about them. I mean, Billy, it's like they seem to, like, hype it up of, like, oh my god, what a stupid move, the way he talks to Emily, which is like, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but, like, also I feel like he was probably going in anyway. Then Susan, she was there. Yeah, where are we at? We're 3.5 hours. Favorite character of Australia so far? I mean, Cyrell's insane. I'm trying to look up the cast. He's got a lot of these people I don't know. Emily seems to be a main character based on the way they're portraying her, but I feel like she's kind of in like an Angela sort of way. So I feel like she's being hyped up as like, oh, the big threat and everything, but like, again, like it feels like the way that Angela was edited in USA. Which I guess, does that make Ryan the Tyson? And Kieran is like interesting, I guess. Seems kind of very slimy. I essentially seems like the Australian version of Stephen Bear. I think that's something I saw online, which, yeah, I could definitely see that. Who else is like kind of interesting? I thought Megan, like, she didn't get that much screen time, but she seemed to have like some fun confessionals. Thought she was fine. Grant, like, didn't get that much content either, but like the content he did get, like, was kind of fun. Yeah, so is Kieran still with the girl that he cheated on? I guess this is from 44 weeks ago, so that's probably before challenge. Oh. Yeah, who else is there? I'm looking at the guys. Jack's fine. Dave. Oh yeah, David had some great confessionals. I thought David was fun. David got like a big intro and then like kind of disappeared after like the first 10 minutes. But I thought he was like really fun right off the bat though. Yeah, I mean, I think that's about it out of people that like really popped early on. But I don't know, we'll see for episode 2, which I guess like technically the premiere hasn't officially aired yet. Kiki was fine. I mean, she's there. Not like anything like too. I actually did get the one line. Her opening line was fun, where like she said that everyone like thinks that I'm I forgot the actual, like, essentially she called herself a bimbo, which she said, and they're right, but yeah, I thought she had like a fun like opening confessional. Yeah, what's the line? Because I think it's in her bio too, right? Yeah, here. She says, winning the challenge is so important to me because I want to prove everyone wrong. People think that I'm a makeup-obsessed, fashion-obsessed bimbo, which I am those things. But yeah. Like, I thought that was a fun line, but like outside that, like, I didn't feel like she was that focused on. Oh yeah, I did also take a confessional count just because, and again, a very loose one, not like a really official one, but just like kind of for my own sake, just because like I don't know if the guy that does the challenge confessional count is going to do one for Australia. So I decided to keep one on my own. Something I forgot I was going to do is that I actually intended on doing one for Road Rule All-Stars. Which, like, Too Fair barely has, like, actually doesn't even have official confessionals. I don't even remember anymore. I think it does, right? But either way, like, I was going to keep a count for that, and I kind of forgot to on the rewatch, but it's like, I don't care enough to watch it again. Yeah, I'm keeping a count on my own. So, yeah, so based on my count, which again is like probably off by a confessional or two, I've Cyrell at 14. with the most by a decent chunk. Then Emily and Billy had 9. Jack had 8. Audrey and John. Yeah, John. Again, Johnny. Yeah, I have to say John. Like, it does not feel right calling him Johnny. Yeah, John got 7, which, like, he's in the top half of confessional getters, or top, like, whatever, top third, I guess. I don't even know what this really is. Either way, on the higher end of confessionals. I guess Brooke. Yeah, that's Brooke. Yeah, Brooke J. So she got 6. So that's a decent amount. Conrad and Troy both only got 1. So they're on the lower end of things. Kiki only got 2. Marley got 4. So he's kind of, like, he's there. Like, I think most of his were, like, narrational confessionals, though. Like, I know he's the one that was able to, like, set up, like, he got the confessional to set up the partners, right? Where, like, he essentially said, oh, it's like, this is going to, like, who your partner is going to be important, and that sort of thing, which is like, okay, sure, I guess. Was this 10 winners that could also win Big Brother? Tony cannot win Big Brother. What are you fucking talking about? I fucking love Tony, but Tony would fucking suck at Big Brother. Like, I think he would fucking lose his mind in Big Brother. Like, not suck as in, like, he would actually, like, do bad, but I don't think Big Brother is, like, suited for him. Parvati, I think Parvati could do well in Big Brother. Tyson, yeah, he can do well. Kim, yeah. Cochran, maybe not. To be honest, probably better suited for him than Survivor is. Sarah Lucina, I guess. Too far. I think Sarah Lucina is, like, more prone to lose to a bitter jury, though, in Big Brother. Where I think Sarah Lucina is essentially like Angela on if she were to play Big Brother. Where, like, would have, like, a very close, like, group, but also be, like, absolutely hated by the other side. Fabio, sure, I guess. Michelle Fitzgerald probably is a good one. Tom Westman no, I don't think Tom Westman can win Big Brother. Unless he just wins out. Which, I guess that's Survivor also. Sandra, I don't think Sandra could win Big Brother. Because, again, comps are a lot more important in Big Brother, and I don't think Sandra would win most comps. Yeah, just imagine Tony being stuck in a house for fucking 3 months and playing a game. Like, I don't think he could take it. Higher on road rules also, it's not really. It's the same. It's a show. I don't know why it's a challenge season. It shouldn't be. Like, it is so weird that they consider it a challenge season because it's really not. Like, there's no challenge. Like, it's literally just a road rule season that has real world people in it. Like, I don't know why they even bother considering it a challenge season. Have I ever watched Celebrity Ninja Warrior? Are we talking about the US one? Yeah. Beyond that, no. If there's, like... Actually, wasn't there, like, Celebrity Ninja Warrior Israel? Isn't that where Asaf was on or whatever? By the way, I've watched the US ones, the ones that were, like, for charity and everything. They're fine. Surprised how entertaining Sarah was on USA. Yeah, me too. But, I don't know. I think we're probably going to wind down. Again, it's a bit early, but again, we already finished the game, and I'll be honest, like, I think I'm going to try to play some God of War. Because, again, I want to finish the fucking game at some point. I still can't believe I'm, like, barely past the halfway point. Like, I really thought I was, like, nearing the final act of the game, only to find out I'm barely halfway. But still. So, I don't know, what's that? Yeah, it's like 2:45, so, yeah, a little bit early. I think Danny would do a good job in the main series of challenge. I think he, like, I don't know how well he would fit in, like, socially. I guess he's, like, an affable enough guy to where, like, maybe he could do fine. But I think, like, he would definitely, like, I mean, just in general, the challenge, like, obviously there's, like, stigmas against Survivor people and against, like, and obviously, like, disadvantage of being a newbie to begin with. So it's, like, I think those are going to harm him right away. But, like, I think in terms of comps and everything, he should be, like, competent. But I also don't know if he's, like, good enough to where, like, if they send him into elimination, he's going to win in most scenarios. is God of War in Game of the Year contention right now? Not really. Like, I mean, I think Horizon is like Forbidden West is like solidly above it right now, but we'll see how Ragnarok plays out. But I don't know. Again, I'm still mixed on like I'm not like again I'm mixed on it, but like not actually mixed. Where like it's still a good game, but I think coming into it, I was expecting like an all-time great game, and instead it's like a messy good game. I guess I don't know. It's probably what I thought of AC3 at the time. Just that God of War Ragnarok's just better. But it's like kind of like similar issues to a degree to Assassin's Creed 3. But again, I still like it though. Disappointed to a degree. I don't know. I think it's like part of it's also like maybe I just had my like expectations in the wrong place. Kind of not. Like I'm kind of conflicted on like even like what I was expecting from this game, because like when we're looking at God of War 2018, like the like high level quality that God of War 2018 is, like a lot of it comes from the fact that it is such a focused like narrative, like condensed narrative, which like Ragnarok could never be that. Like Ragnarok had to be this like Avengers Endgame, like epic, like conclusion to everything. And through that, like naturally it's going to be a lot less focused because like it has to be a grander game. So I think that like just on paper is already like something that I think is like, okay, maybe I had my expectations like a bit like misguided, but also I think like the choices they make within that are still like very questionable. But also, like, again, I'm not done yet, so I think it, like parts of it can be rectified based on like what they do with it. But I think also just fundamentally, there's like issues with pacing and with like certain sections of the game that, again, I won't spoil here, but yeah, I'll definitely talk about it in the spoiler review whenever I get around to it. Remember that the first challenge was you had to put a jersey on your bed. Yeah, I mean, obviously. I love how like right away. I mean, like this is like instant like departure from all modern challenge seasons, where right away we see a fight over like whose bed belongs to who. Like I love how like that's literally how we start the season. Which again, like is definitely a fight you would see on like old school challenge, but like nowadays I feel like they would like edit this out. So like, I think that was like nice to see here. I think Sarah would suck in the main challenge, if I'm being honest. Like I think Danny can at least like probably fit in. I don't think Sarah can as well. Like do you see Sarah Lucina bonding with? I mean, I guess actually we'll see. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we're gonna see this on Global, aren't we? On how they blend in with like other challenge casts and that sort of thing, but I don't know, I can't see like Sarah Lucina and like Tori Deal like getting along and working with each other, or like Sarah Lucina and like I guess Sarah and like Casey, I guess you can kind of see a bit more, but also they're like very radically different like personality types, though they do have like kind of similar backgrounds, so it's like I don't know. Anyway, it's like I don't know, like not like I don't really see it, but I guess we'll see how Global turns out. Oh, is there an update? Okay, I guess I'll look at what Gamer has said. I mean, if it's like a big spoiler, I won't say what it is. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll just say, like, so someone Gamer likes is gone, but, like, I don't see who it is. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Australia has the exact same format as USA, and even uses the same, like, the house is the ride or die house. I believe the elimination is also the same set as ride or dies. The stadium that they use is the same stadium as USA. That they used for, and they used the first daily was the exact same daily as the one where Sarah got upset that they were coming after her and told everyone to help her or whatever. Yeah, I see the common speculation, but like doesn't really solidify anything. I'm not gonna in running through it, even then kind of spoils some things. I would assume they modified thing. I assume they learned from USA. I think the fact that they put the Australia cast in the ride or die house instead of in the bunker that they did for USA, I think already shows that they learned something. So I don't know. I assume they changed some things up, but who knows? What is this? That's interesting. But this is based on social media activity, right? But I'll be honest, not super surprising if that's true. Just because I never got a great sense of actually, now I think about it. I mean, it's tough to talk about without spoiling it. But interesting trend. I feel like I haven't actually paid attention to. Yeah, again, it's tough to talk about without spoiling stuff. I forgot they're going to involve all the hosts, right? That was the thing that was talked about. I forgot Darrell was on this season. I'm just looking at the cast again. It's I kind of forgot. I forgot Jordan was on this season too. Okay, I forgot Naya was on this season too. I forgot Theo was on this. Actually, I kind of forgot most of this cast. If I'm being honest, when I'm looking, I forgot Ben was on this season. Actually, who from Australia is on here? Actually, I just realized I don't even remember who from Australia is on here. Is it only 3 people? Well, no, it has to be 4. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. Okay, because they didn't type in Australia for that last person. Yeah, it's 4 from each show, right? Is that what it is? Is it 4 from each spin-off and then 4 from All-Star? Actually, no. How many people from the flagship are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, it's kind of a random number. So is that what? Okay, so I guess they're calling them legends, and they're calling the other group MVPs. Interesting. I didn't see that until now. So how many of the MVPs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, there's 16 of them. I don't fully get this breakdown. Nah, whatever. We'll see when the season airs. I have not been paying attention to the boot list that closely either. I didn't realize some of the booted people already. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, we'll talk about it eventually. I think Sorrel might be the villain of Australia. I think she'll, yeah. I don't know how far she's gonna get. I don't expect her to make that deep of a run, but
your parameters
she's definitely a villain so far. But yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll end here. Again, we're nearing 3 o'clock. I'll probably play some God of War tonight, I guess, even though it's fucking 3 o'clock. By the way, also, I've not gone to sleep before 4:30 for the last, like, 3 or 4 days because I've been playing God of War Ragnarok until that late, so that's something. But, yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll have episode 2 of Challenge Australia to talk about. Obviously, Survivor, Amazing Race. We'll air by then. Hopefully, I'll have a decent chunk or some of my Survivor 43 review done. So maybe we can talk more like solidly about who I think is probably going to win by that point. Because again, that's really when I like started to think of like Erica in particular, like as a potential winners when I like reanalyzed episode 1. So I'll probably have more solidified thoughts on that by then. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, thank you everyone's still here, and see you guys next time.